Just do.
Introduction.
Hi.
Say.
Hello, my name. I'm just gonna do it.
You're gonna introduce.
Just going right into it. Hello.
Hurry up, I'm
My
running out of
name
rum.
is Groina. Oh, mate. I don't have any. Never mind. Hello, my name is Groina. I am now a level 3 ranger and I'm going to boat school. To a Dalafig.
Boat school?
The match
my
is
name's
struck.
Dalafig.
A blazing star is
What
born.
level I am. Level 3, I think. Level 3 cleric.
You are.
Cleric.
We're
Very
all
hard to
level
say
3.
cleric in that voice.
Cleric.
Shut
Aye.
your mouth.
Aye, it comes easily to me.
Also, I'm going to interrupt you real quick. Sarah, you absolute madwoman. Thank you for gifting a sub to Verdon.
Oh goodness, what a scallywag.
So now Verdon can spam Torch Coons with me. That makes him officially our second sub.
Wait, hang on. You have how long have you been a sub? I need to sub to Pang. I need to sub.
3 months.
Fucking
Monkey.
monkey. I knew that emote. I don't care.
Alright. Anyways, yeah, continuing to luckily.
Aye, Figgy, you're awakening,
Huh?
yeah.
Yeah,
You have to say hello to all the people on the interwebs.
I said hello. I said I'm Dalafig. I'm a coastal dwarf and I'm a level 3 cleric.
Aye, there you go. And
And
you're
I'm-
going
To tag along.
boat school. No,
Boat school. I'm not calling it boat school.
We're going to boat school.
Jesus Christ.
We were sent a toy boat, and I smacked it. And paper came out.
Aye.
Good
Go
thing
away.
Groin is a fucking klepto, innit? Takes everything.
I very nearly took that boat. It would have been fucked then. I would have
It's
been.
mine. Gonna keep it.
Oh boy.
Should've kicked me. My dead body.
We're not keeping
The tooth fairy one.
Aye, lovely.
Like,
Oh, see little
stuff
child.
it, make a doll.
Sell it for a profit.
So yeah, for those of you who tuned in last week we did the first couple of our side sessions with Silva going into theater school, learning the basics of being a mime, and how to cast spells without speaking anymore. And then they had to go do a trial where they went up on stage and fought stage fright while performing, alongside their own confidence, training, and talent, astral projections of themselves.
Oh.
And they succeeded. It was a bit of a bumpy start, but they got through, and they fought stage fright, despite having to run away from it several times.
Oh no.
And afterwards, they received their mask, so now they have a big fancy mask to wear around.
I've also got a mask.
And then Mazery kind of peeled off on her own and ended up finding out some contacts that she had prior to this all kind of contacted her, and she met up with this contact, secretly paid them off for some information, and hunted down a person she's been hunting since the beginning of the campaign, but you guys never knew about because Mazery doesn't share secret information about herself. And then she tracked this woman down to a clinic on the docks, straight up murder her ass for unknown reasons that for reasons because she does that kind of thing, I guess. And then an entity from another dimension broke through and had a chat with her for a while and gave her some powers because it was bored and wanted to see her fuck up some fae. So yeah, last session was interesting. So let's see what happens with boat school, as we're calling it, apparently.
Boat school. Oh.
Boat. I haven't joined the Navy, I'm in boat school.
Not even in boat school.
Boat school.
Aye, boat school.
I forgot what it's called. I have it in my Scáthbhaile notes somewhere.
The Order of the Anchor.
Yeah, the Order of the Anchor.
That's it. It's a cult because it's no big enough to be a religion. Or a
Precisely.
order, whatever.
Which is literally just semantics. Like,
Aye.
it's kind of like how there's a lot of things in current day that we still call them cults. Like Wicca. Wicca is a cult because it's not big enough to be an organized religion. Plus, it's kind of goes against the point of Wicca to be an organized religion. It's more about personal beliefs. But that's beside the point. So yeah, you're all at the safe house initially. Other people have all kind of set off on their own ways. Yulia's the only one that kind of stayed nearby. She went to a nearby like abandoned building and set up shop and has started knitting and making clothes.
Oh.
While everybody else is doing their thing. I literally have no idea what Phelan's doing. Probably conspiracy theorying somewhere in a corner. Writing crazy articles about like lead in the water.
I don't know. Groina left Noctad with him though. She's like, study this, please.
He's making crazy articles about lead poisoning instead of iron poisoning. It's bullocks, of course.
Honestly,
Oh,
lead
damn it.
poisoning is a legit fear. Respect. Yeah.
That's the point.
Graphite for life.
That's the joke, though. Like, there's no lead poisoning. It's iron poisoning. That's real. Don't believe their lies.
Don't believe him.
And then, yeah,
Freaking whips, gay.
those two went off on their own things, and I'm brain farting. Yeah, I guess that is everybody. I thought, for some reason, I was like, wait, there's one more person, but no, because you two are going together.
6.
Yeah.
That little thing.
Like, it's one of those things where it's like mentally I'm like, this is Groina's side thing, but Dalifig's tagging along, so I keep forgetting.
Yeah. It's boat, dude.
Boat shit.
The boat bros.
The Laurel and
So
Hardy
you guys
campaign.
head off towards
Yeah.
the part of town where that's going on, which I still haven't updated the map yet. I need to make a newer
Not
map.
highbrow enough, the Laurel and Hardy. The Chuckle Brothers at best.
I love the Chuckle Brothers. What do you mean?
Aye, but they're not even behind one, are they? Why am I doing that? Data thing's voice like the Chuckle
where we
Brothers.
going?
are part of this
There we
one.
go.
Yeah, you guys start in the safe house in Paddington Square, and you need to get down here to the docks.
Wait. Isn't our captain was like right there at the beginning?
they-
We've come full
Oh yeah,
circle.
he's by now he's gone up like past here.
Yeah, he's drove. He's like up.
They're actually
Oh, wait, you
heading
have
up
to take it up.
towards.
Yeah. I remember now, because
Yeah,
I have to
remember,
take it
right?
up to
There
get
was
it
a
fixed
massive
and go all the way
hole
back
in the
through.
side of our boat.
I did, because I...
A bloody sea.
Yeah, they're heading up towards that way,
I
towards the
did.
dry docks.
Yeah. I remember, because you were like, oh, they have to take it all the way through here, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they have to go through the locks.
Oh. I miss my captain.
We all do.
Which is why they thought it was safer to drop you guys. And another, not just you, but a sizable portion of the crew got off because it's easier to take a small skeleton crew up through the locks than take the whole crew.
And to think if we had stayed on that boat, none of this would be happening. Hindsight's a hell of a drug.
Would it? You don't know, maybe it would have just murdered people on your boat.
Yeah, I felt. I don't know.
So, yeah, you guys have to make your way there. So the first... So how do you want to try to make your way down to the docks safely? Is the first question.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no, when we don't have our sewer tracker.
We're good at navigating,
That's true.
so we're just gonna have to navigate our way.
Yeah, like Silva disguised himself and
In the
rented a
sewers?
horse.
You know what?
Can we
Groina's
I don't-
gonna...
don't think there's
What do I have?
disguise
Woman's
in
night. I still have that woman's nightgown. Groina's gonna tie her woman's nightgown over her hair, which has been down this entire time to try and avoid being spotted. And we're gonna fucking take the surface road. Just gonna stroll through and look as
No.
casual as possible.
Aye, but that's still. What about me?
She doesn't have noctad on her.
What about me?
On a side note of meta, I love that by like Sarah's character getting cursed, she literally has no problem with getting around town anymore. And she's the only one that knows her way anyway. But she has no problem because literally nobody can remember what she looks like because of the curse.
Damn it.
So
Right,
Mazery can
wait.
just literally walk out in broad daylight, and 5 minutes later, everybody will be like, "Who the fuck was that? What do they look like?" But you guys that actually like have distinct looks to you are like, "Shit."
Shit.
And none of you know how to get around the city. It's the best.
Oh, well, let's. She's gonna give the rat mask.
That
To
ain't
the
gonna
elephant.
fit me.
I just put it on. Please. Actually, don't. They might notice us on the surface.
Oh, you're taking
Just,
this.
I don't know. Take off your coat.
Show off the gun show.
You might need to shave.
I ain't shaving.
Okay. Well,
Oh.
kind of like tries to tuck as much of her hair into like a makeshift head wrap she's made.
Okay.
What the?
She has a lot of hair. Probably doesn't work as well as she wants it to. But
Virgin.
she's like,
Show off your
"It's
virgin
perfect."
killer sweater, Dalethig.
Wait.
This is stupid.
I literally, that's the
Aye,
first
there
thing
you
I thought
go.
when I saw the artwork. I was like, he's wearing a virgin killer sweater under the jacket.
I'm literally carrying a 1-inch of myself, I've just realised.
Oh my.
I have.
Wait. I also took one. Oh, I didn't add that to my inventory. Thank you for reminding me.
Do you have any material, like anything else that I could just wrap around my head, like a
I
like a
have
head
clothes.
scarf, like a head scarf?
I have clothes.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out a skirt. And toss it like it's
Alright.
a petticoat. It's a petticoat.
You guys don't have any proficiencies in disguise kits, do you?
No.
No.
Okay. So go ahead and just each of you both roll me just a d20. There's no ability modifiers, nothing. This is pure luck.
R/1.
Aha. Mediocre.
1d20.
You know,
Wow.
/RD.
I'm so talented.
You
at
even
managing
said
this
r/,
stuff.
and I was like, I think you just said it backwards.
That. Just
I'm
copy
so
paste it.
talented. Honestly. Every
Do it then.
single time I have to.
You can also,
Yeah,
like,
I think-
literally, you can also click, see that die on the little sidebar on the left? Scroll over
Yeah,
that.
above the question mark below
Oh,
the
yeah.
ruler. Yeah, and then you can click one. There you go.
Yeah, anything up to 5
Yeah,
dice can be done
sessions in and no
through
one
that.
told me before.
Nice.
I love that
There we
as the DM, there's also a fudge option. I didn't notice that until just now. I can literally like roll a die, but it automatically comes up with a certain number no matter what. I didn't know that was actually something. I knew there was a command to do it. I didn't know they put it into the auto roller. That's kind of hilarious.
We are going to look ridiculous.
Aye.
Alright, so we got a 13 and a 14. Those aren't terrible, honestly. So you guys make your way back down to the docks as carefully as you possibly can in your meandering path because you're kind of...
With a
I'm assuming one of you has a compass.
Do you have a compass?
No.
Beautiful.
Conversely, the Alifig's now level 3, so he has second level spells. You might want to check out your spell.
Oh yeah. Guiding Scar, isn't it? That would be grand if I had any level
Come
2
on.
spell slots left.
I mean, you guys have all had long rests by now.
I'm a natural explorer. That's got to count for something.
In the
Nothing.
city? Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I'm going to take a building as difficult terrain. Thank you very much.
Okay. Gonna have to cast Guiding Star to try and find my way around.
I just freely cast magic in the street. I don't you.
It's very low key.
Is it?
No. But we're gonna pretend it is.
By looking at the stars, are we traveling by night now?
And the sun as well. It says this. Someone just.
Yeah,
Looking
but
up
does
the
not, however,
position of the
reveal the best route to your destination. So you can get there, but it takes a while.
Well, that's fine. I'm in it for the scenic route anyway.
Oh, beautiful. More
Yeah,
chance
it's
to
about a
get
day's
spotted.
travel to get there. But eventually you find yourselves back at the docks and all the hustle and bustle thereof.
Why, it smells like home.
Oh, I don't really like this. A lot
Right.
of people, and I don't even have, what on me, so it's not like, someone's gonna say fucking Russell, Russell, and then wear a torch,
A
but
Russell.
my hair might as well be a Russell, Russell,
Also, just for the reference of it, this is the first time that Grina can actually understand about half the people that are talking at any given moment in the city. You get back to the docks and it's like, wow, people are speaking the trade language again, finally.
I never want to leave.
Oh, good.
Because, yeah, literally, the minute you hit the slums in the inner city, nobody speaks common.
Biggie,
Aye.
you know where we're going?
Not really.
Okay, Groin's gonna take out her boat and just kind of hold it near to her as they dawdle about. I'm assuming she's just gonna hope someone's gonna be like, ah.
Okay, so you're just gonna walk around with your boat out and obviously, like...
Yeah, she's just kinda,
Alright,
hugging it to
go ahead and
herself,
both of you
like,
roll me investigation checks.
I'm good at that.
This is where you fell.
Nice.
Thank you. I'm 19.
Yeah, not intimidation.
Alright, not bad.
Hey.
So, you wander around the docks for a bit, and eventually you find your way to a small structure that's kind of like a fishing shanty kind of thing. Like, it's not a big building, but it seems to be a small storage shed, and out front there's a bunch of tables lined up with, like, fish on them, and there's people out, like, chopping the fish up for sale. And the reason that this place catches your attention is not because of that specifically, but because the side of the building is festooned, or however you want to put it, with a large anchor, which wouldn't really draw your attention normally, except this anchor seems to be less of a real anchor and more of a decoration, and it's very well maintained, like polished and maintained compared to literally everything else here that is covered in fish guts and dinge and dirt and yucky. Like, this place looks like crap, except for this one anchor that's very nicely polished.
Okay, so I know that's where we need to go, but
Not very conspicuous,
that man's
are
about
they?
to put fish out for sale and I'm hungry. Come on, let's go, Figgy.
No, you're not having fear. You don't
He's
need.
dragging him towards the fish vendor.
We don't need to
I
be
need
outside.
fish. You know how many loaves of bread I have?
Hey,
Two,
what if
and
they
I
seen
bet
the
they're stale.
posters?
They're probably
If they've
stale.
seen the post.
She switches her tongue to Dwarven. Can't
China!
understand us now, though.
Hey, but I can still see us.
Aye, but they might just think I'm a wee Dwarven lassie.
No, you're not enough to be dwarven.
Alright, fine. And she begrudgingly begins walking towards the well-polished anchor.
Alright, so you walk over to the side of the shack with the anchor on it.
Yeah.
Alright, what do you do? So,
What am I
to
doing?
give it more detail, the anchor is kind of, like, fastened there by a rope that's hanging up on, like... From, like, the shack has, like, a very much ramshackle roof, but underneath it there's, like, eaves, and coming from underneath the eaves is a rope that's tying the anchor into place. So the anchor is just kind of hanging via this rope.
Okay.
Do you wanna untie it?
What are you trying to steal the anchor now?
No.
And the anchor's, like, it would be hanging at, like, mid-level of the side of the building, so about 4 feet up.
Great.
Don't think I can reach it.
I can reach you. I'm 5'2". I'm gonna give it a tug. I'm gonna reach up and give it a
Alright, so you tug on the anchor, and it's not like loud or obvious like from inside or something, but you can hear a distant like dinging of like a ship's bell. Almost like it's coming, like it's either being muffled by like being inside of a building that's sealed up tighter, not obviously the shack because you would hear it blatantly, or if it's underneath, like inside of a bar, like it's really like muffled as if it's under something or inside of something. And then there's a good like long pause, and then you hear like inside the shack something like like a creaking of a wooden door opening. And someone climbing up out of a hole, and they out from inside the building scrambles a man, a manly man. One second, I have to remember I called them. Okay, that's right. There's two of them. The one that comes out is actually that you hear them. They get out of this like whatever they were climbing out of because you can hear the distinct sounds of like feet on like a ladder. And when they get out of it, they stand up their full height and immediately hear the poof of them hitting the roof, and they're like, "Ugh!" The building's about 8 feet tall, so you're like, "What?" And then out from it, they duck out the doorway of the building and look over to see you two there, and you can recognize because you've traveled and stuff. This person is I'm brain farting on the name of my own culture, the culture from them now. He is human, but it's the one sub-race of humans. I'm trying to remember right now. My brain fart is bad. Gotta love when you can't remember the names of stuff you made for your own setting.
I know it's fine.
I was stole for time.
He's an Elanok, which are Northern Islanders, very tribal-based, but they tend to be like anywhere from 7 to 8 feet tall.
Holy.
So he's a big boy, and he's dressed in like heavy, well not yeah, actually they would be, it's still cold here, so heavy like furs. Yeah. And he's carrying a staff which is topped with a small anchor.
I'm gonna look up, be like, holy fuck, you're big.
That's not a
And you are small.
I am a wee bit small, and I am also Groina. This is Figgy. We got your boat.
I see. Kind of looks around the street a little bit. Come, we not talk here.
That fucking boat.
I Oki.
Okay.
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 And he leads you inside the building.
Okay.
And when he gets inside the building, you see him come. He walks over to where there's now a like wooden trapdoor that's opened up with a ladder going down in it, and he just drops the staff down the hole and then gets on the ladder and starts climbing down.
I could have found that. Climbing down.
Well, you're gonna stop on him then.
And you can see where the rope comes in, and there's a hole in the floor where the rope goes down inside of, so that you could obviously, the bell was muffled because it's underground. So you were hearing it come up through the floor.
Boat school underground.
Boat school.
What are you counting to? But...
Okay.
Sure, it'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
This is exactly something Groiner and Dalafig.
Dalafig, roll me a religion check.
Smells of lady down here.
Smells
of religion. Are you nose blind, mate?
Alright, 14. You know of the Elanok. They are a specifically spiritualistic people. Their culture believes that all Elanok are the like every generation of Elanok, their spirit is reborn into the next generation, carrying with it all of their racial instinct and wisdom.
Right.
So every Elanok is the culmination of all of their wisdom and instinct from the very dawn of their species. So they truly believe that they are every new generation of Elanok is the epitome of the hunter. They are survivors. And it's like nobody's able to prove it. Obviously, it's folklore, but they are people who survive in the Arctic. Most people can't do that, and they're human by all accounts. They're just large humans, but they're humans. So the fact that they do that kind of gives it some level of credence that they live in these horrible, icy wastelands up north. But that's why they're often, they when they come down this way, they tend to be whalers and sailors, and they do very well at it. Because they do it without all the fancy stuff that the modern society uses. They whale with small boats and spears, where these people have got harpoon guns and all this other stuff.
Very proficient whales.
But you can tell from his trappings and such that he is not like a shaman of his people. He is a priest. Like, he has a small amulet on that's also an anchor. He had the anchor staff, and just general, like... He doesn't have all the, like, the tribal, like, fetishes and things of that form that would denote him as a shaman. So he seems to be more... He's not a traditional Elenok.
Pity.
The most traditional thing about him is the fact that he's wearing a big-ass parka.
I own a parka.
But which order do you guys follow him down the hole in?
Growing first, probably.
Right.
Yeah, and then that would be a good follower.
Yes, Mackenstock. Fetish. Look it up. It's not just what you think it is. It's a word for, like, little totems that tribal societies made to ward off evil and things like that.
That is correct.
Aye, it is. I am a child.
Like, actually, I believe the rabbit's foot actually started out as a tribal fetish.
Very possible.
I think so, yeah.
Sounds like a Celtic thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Celtic and Native American, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, yeah. If you had a really weird fetish, you could probably scare off spirits with it. The spirit comes to kill your family, and they get to the bedroom, and they're like, oh.
The fuck is this shit?
Just leave instantly, like, nah, I don't want that soul.
1920s spirits
Kill
gusted by a
bunnies.
whip.
Oh.
I'm an evil spirit, and I'm not even into this.
Yeah, kinky.
Alright, so anyways, yeah, he leads you down this hole into a small cavern. Like, it starts out in just like a basement, basically. But you can see where the basement go, like, as it gets larger on the one side, it opens up into a larger cavern, which actually has a small, like, for the words, just an area where, like, it's a sewer inlet and there is water and a boat floating in it.
Yeah, I told you there'd be boats down here.
Okay, I mean... okay, you're right. But... though it's still a wee bit weird.
You call?
Oh. Boat.
You said okay, I'm like, you call?
What did I say your name? Yeah? Okay, what am I doing here?
Don't insult that big man.
I is fucking huge.
Now, you find boat, you come, good. I can recognize you brother. And he's pointing to Dalifig, of course, as he picks up his staff again. You,
Yes,
Brother. Aye, sure.
you revere specific goddess or general?
General.
General, but most goddess of the sea.
Okay, good. Very smart. Do not you revere all, you not piss off any. Good thinking.
Vicky,
Aye?
I'm bad with accents.
What?
I'm bad with accents. Anthony always saying he's speaking fucking gibberish, isn't I?
I'm sorry, you're bad with accents.
I am.
Got terrible news for you. Just smile and nod.
Oh, fuck off, Bobag, I swear God.
Don't say that.
What?
Well, anyway, I assume is it you come for trial or lady?
Trial? Trial?
Lady. Lady. Yes, trial. Lady.
Okay.
I think he knows enough about fucking lady. I've come for trial. Nobody said nothing about no fucking
Good,
trial.
good. I take you to how you not Lair. Lair's not bad.
Hey, that does sound bad. I've been many a lair recently.
Aye, we've had our fair share of layers. I don't like layers.
Man, but
I not know what call it in trade language. Anyway, other priests know better. You come, and he gets into the boat, stores his staff kind of lengthwise in it, and pulls out one of those big long like rowing sticks.
oh boy.
Aye, we'll get in the boat.
Okay, I'm getting in. Are you coming with me? Or...
Alright, so you both hop in the
Yes,
boat, and
yes,
he
yeah.
pushes it off, and you take off into the sewers.
Oh, what a lovely river we're in. Wow.
You spend a couple of
sewers are
hours
so
of him just kind of pushing the
exciting.
boat around through the sewers with his stick before it finally comes up across what looks to be a large underground cavern with that's flooded, and in the center is a structure and with a bunch of like little docks coming off of it. And he pulls the boat up to one of the docks and ties it up, secures it in place, and hops off.
He's gonna scramble off.
We are here at Not Lair.
It's not a lair. It
This
is
is-
a
This is
Cave.
not a layer. This is a cove,
cove.
place of joy.
Cave. Grotto. I mean, grotto usually has plants and.
They might have plants. You never know.
He leads you into the place, and as you get through the out of the center part, it's a pretty sizable area. Like, I'd say it's got like about 5 or 6 rooms. There's like you come into like what seems to be kind of like a general hall. There's a little like counter where they've got a bar set up, a handful of tables, and there are a couple other people, all very much obviously sailors, sitting around at some of the tables enjoying meals and drinking and having fun. And he leads you through that room into the back, and there's like a small kitchen that he passes through, and eventually they pass through like kind of what effectively would just be like a barracks. It's almost actually replicating the interior of a ship, what you'd expect from that, like with the hanging like cots and stuff. Little taste of home kind of thing. And then after that, you pass into the only room that seems to be very well maintained is what Dalifin can obviously tell is a temple. Not like a fancy big like special temple, but a room that is obviously dedicated to worship. And it's just a simple stone floored room with wooden walls, and at the far end is a small a sizable, like I'd say about 8 or 9 foot tall statue of a woman sitting on a throne with a dog at her feet, with a big bowl of like assorted fruits and vegetables in the bowl in front of her on her lap. Dalifig, you would recognize it as Nahalania.
Can I just stay here? Look at those dudes drinking everywhere.
It's a tempting offer, but I feel like we may bring these people trouble if we stay here.
Wait, they're the ones who sent me a boat.
I don't
Now
think
I've got to do
they
some trial. What the fuck? What are they on about? Also, can I get a dog like that?
I don't think now's the time to be looking at a pet.
Hey, I need a new commitment.
I need
Yes.
a new commitment.
Like I said, you know Nahalania. She is the goddess of the sea and rivers and like farming and fertility. And thank you for the bits, Flint.
Just gonna look her up and down like the statue. I wouldn't like to have her, would you?
The best way to describe Nahalania's statue is she looks like a well-fed young woman with long, messy hair who's wearing a loosely fitting gown.
Ooh.
And yeah, she's got this big bowl of like fruits and things of the sort. Most anything you would see grown as crops basically shows up in the bowl. And then, as I said, at her feet is a dog that just looks like a hound sitting. And the only other thing of note is that in the bowl there's also a small boat, like a ship, like a little replica of a ship.
I'd let her feed me any day. Am I allowed to say that here?
I feel like that's slightly disrespectful.
Why? I've come to learn. And here I am, and if she's my teacher, I'm staying. See? Oh well, fuck the god.
I mean,
Please.
luckily she's not a Greek god, so she doesn't show up and immediately like, okay.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
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 Fucking Greek
Alright.
gods.
Okay, what am I doing here?
This is place of worship. I bring you here because I thought she'd be here, but she seemed not to be. 1 second, I go find.
The moment he goes away, she's
not
like,
her.
"Hey, he's getting her. He's getting that lady right
it's
there."
not gonna be her.
I it better be. Oh, it's gonna be some ugly old dog in it.
And that leaves you there for a couple of minutes. So if you want to do anything while you're here, feel free.
Dude's gonna put his head and give a little prayer
Okay.
under his breath.
He's gonna bug him the entire time. What are you doing? What are you doing, Vicky?
He's just gonna
What, you
kinda
telling
sort
her?
of shove her.
Yeah, perv. Ah!
You can't.
I
Some
don't be
ground
pushing.
Please forgive my horny friend.
Yeah, please. Please.
Absolute dude.
And eventually, okay, comes back in, followed by a small figure. I say small in the way of like Gallifrey sized. A female dwarf follows him in, wearing the trappings of a priestess. So she's got like long robes and the blatant again, another anchor amulet. And big big fuzzy red mutton chops. Not a beard, but mutton chops. And she kind of looks over the two of you and she's like, I Martha Bream. You the newbie.
I am the newbie.
I'm so disappointed.
I am noticed. I am very happy to be here.
She kind of chuckles and is like, you'll get used to it.
Oh, trust me. I'm used to boggy places of shite by now. We travel by sewer, I breathe sewer, I began picking sewer shite up off the floor and stuffing it in me bag. Well, tell us what we need so I can go walk on the surface again.
Please excuse her.
Well, I'm sure you spent the most of the day traveling to get here, so for today, you can take the time to rest and get to know your surroundings. We'll start tomorrow with your training.
Oh.
Knots to be tied.
You too.
She kind of like walks up to the altar and kneels down in a prayer.
You're not gonna do another one, are you, Vicky?
Why'd you say that with such disdain?
Take time, I've no go time, I might die any minute.
Yep. You've not got time, what you?
I'm very fragile, I've got fragile skin, okay?
What?
She's... Oh, fine. They've got time to rest.
You know, every time you say okay, if Oki's in the room, he's gonna be like, what?
Oh, what? No,
What?
not you, you bloody
Aye, this is gonna get
Oh
confusing.
my
We'll have to get
God.
you a nickname, sir.
goldfish.
Don't call him Goldfish. It's a bad
Aye.
name.
But anyways, yeah, they let you kind of roam the grounds freely.
See, you mentioned drinking and eating
I
people,
heard
and
drink-
Groina's gonna 180 and
I
go
just-
join some drinking and
I
eating.
distinctly saw some drinkers.
Oh yeah, there's definitely drinking and such going on.
Oh yes,
This
Groina
is
would
this is a
never 180.
Victorian era setting. Do you think people drink water here?
No,
That shit's bad.
Absolutely not.
That shit'll kill you.
die. Alcoholism instead.
Like that's the whole like the stereotype of like alcoholic like sailors. That's because ale and like rum stays better than you can keep it on a ship for longer without it going bad. That's literally the whole reason alcohol was so common on ships.
Kills bacteria.
It's already fermented. They don't have to worry about it going bad.
It's already bad by nature's standpoint.
Exactly, Flint. No cholera in my ale.
Drink, drink, drink,
Ding, ding, ding.
drink, drink, drink.
Alright, so you guys go have yourself some drinking fun.
Woo!
I would say you got, actually, since you're there, one of the other sailors in the area challenges you, him and his friend challenge the two of you to a drinking contest.
Absolutely.
Aye, and on.
Alright. So, everybody roll con saves. This takes a while to get to the first con save, but you guys start drinking heavily.
Alright, to the holy fit bird in the
Oh,
sky.
this thing we learn we're both lightweights.
Alright, so Dalifig, you're definitely getting buzzed. Grana, you don't feel anything.
Wait a minute.
Oh yeah.
Just for reference from Dungeons & Dragons Mechanics Point, alcohol is a poison.
Yeah. Oh, Figgy, I see his cheeks going red.
And the dwarves, let's see. And yes, they are both dwarves. One of them passes out. Like, straight up, just out.
What?
Ah,
Oh yeah, Dalifig, you have advantage on those as well, because you are a dwarf, and dwarves have advantage on poison-based checks.
Oh,
clean.
I didn't roll that with a page.
That's all good.
Wondering.
Alright. Cough up, what's me prize? He's gone. I'm
Well,
only
I'm
really.
still in this, little lady.
Okay, let's go then, buddy.
he like looks to the bartender and makes a signals him, and the bartender brings over a different bottle and pours a glass for each of you, and it's like, this is like whiskey, basically.
I like this game a lot.
Grona would put a hand under her jumper, like stand up momentarily, being very close to the dwarf opposite her, and go, I have a very hot stomach. I don't think you're gonna win. And she like makes a clear knocking sound against her skin. And she just like puts her hands up.
Oh, I didn't know, especially he like puts his leg out and clunk, clunk, clunk like wood. Let's go! He fucking downs the glass. And I'm doing this without bonuses, but yeah. See those con saves with advantage, Mr. Dalifig. Oh yeah, he gets advantage.
Yeah. That's my.
So I'll do another one for him.
How do I roll with advantage again?
There's if you're typing it out manually or which way.
I'm clicking on it in the
Okay. Do you have it
It
set to query or otherwise?
If you click on the cog, it's the right.
You are in
and
query.
The
So what-
NPC beneath that is roll queries.
Yeah, if it's query, what that means is when you roll, a little thing will pop up and ask you. Just toggle it down to advantage.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm just blind and we're skipping over that.
Like that.
Oh,
Oh my god!
That's, yeah.
you'll let it.
You're not unconscious, but you're
Hey.
out of it. You're like,
What?
this stuff's hard. You're like tabled. That's the best way to put it. You're tabled. Your one of your cheeks has permanently been attached to the table because you can't seem to lift your head off of it. So when you want to like look at something else, you have to like roll your head over to the other side. Meanwhile, Grona is still unaffected.
So, I think I'll win, right?
Because it's like he starts to, if the video is like, and he just starts laughing, like busts into a laughing fit and falls off the chair, and hits his head on the chair on the way down and is unconscious.
Okay.
So he does one of those things where you're like leaning too far forward and your butt's just barely on the chair, and he falls out of it and just poof, on the back of his head.
Gronin's gonna
And
stick.
the best part is he passes out with his head on the back of the chair where he fell down, with his arm raised in the air like he was going to protest. So he's just like,
I think I'll win.
yeah, and the winnings would be on the table. So everybody put in a gold coin for it, so you get 2 extra gold, and you 2 each get your gold back.
So wait, we both get gold or...
You
Oh,
basically you
yeah,
all
yeah,
would have put 1 gold down to bet, so you get their 2 gold. So you can either split it between you or just whatever. Well, no, you can't split it between you because Grona won. Dalifig's but not quite unconscious, but he's so out of it that I don't think you'll notice.
If she can, Gronin's gonna try and take Dalifig's gold that he put in as well.
No.
She... Biggie, you can't stop me.
He's a man gold.
Biggie.
Hey? Hey?
She's gonna take off her glove, put her finger in her mouth,
Damn.
and then go to poke his ear. Like, right down the ear canal. Right, giving you a wet willy.
No.
Okay, so you give him a wet willy. Dalifig, you're pretty sure a mite's trying to dig in your brain.
For God's sake.
Oh wait, yeah.
He's gonna try and like shift around to try and like shake it out.
Right. Club's going back on. I'm entertained.
Oh yeah, you have mites still.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah. Forgot about that one.
Oh no.
I meant in the way of like he thought something was crawling into his ear because of the finger, but no.
Literally have mites now.
He's gonna have beard mites.
Just no. That's a lot worse than hair mites.
Anybody else dare challenge me?
I think by this point, you guys were the only ones still left there.
Shut up, Figgy. Oh my god. You're a mess. I can't even take you anyway.
So the question now is, how do you get Dalifig to bed?
Hey, can you walk?
Granny's just gonna leave him.
Okay.
You're a bitch.
I love this. The chat. She just put a blanket over him, roll him like a barrel.
All of these were valid options.
Toss him.
I know.
This drink possibly cares.
Alright, anyways, so the next day comes, for some of you, earlier than others. For some of you, with more throwing up into the off the side of the dock. Like, Dalifig and his new 2 best friends are now wake up all throwing up off the dock.
Hey, this is the life, lads.
I don't have a drinking problem.
I don't have a drinking problem. I'm perfectly good at it.
I think you do have a drinking problem, Figgy. And she's gonna purposely talking a bit too loud.
You're
For people with hangovers.
You're a bitch, you.
Alright, so you start your lessons the second day, but not before on the discovery that you have given Dalifig mites, and Dalifig has given the other 2 mites. You all go get loused.
Oh no!
So none of you have mites
Remember
anymore.
that being painful.
We don't have mites anymore, we're just in searing agony.
You just get, like, you just skin's a bit agitated, and yeah.
It
What
wouldn't
they do to
happen.
me? Did they sandpaper me down? What the fuck?
Well, they don't know any better. They just wash you with it, and it's like, oh, yeah,
Ah.
kills the mites. That's all that really matters.
Wouldn't
You're the
happen.
only female there too, so
Sorry,
they don't care.
Oh.
They just kind of throw you guys. They're like, "Here's the shit to do it. Go." We're not coming in there washing you. You're mites.
Have at it.
And
What
here
happened?
I thought that pretty dwarven lady would come wash me.
I mean, if you ask nicely, maybe.
Got
But...
much. I don't think you got much chance of a dwarf. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I neither do. I think you with you.
But yeah, excuse me. I'll have you know I'm very handsome in the dwarven community.
I think our mutton chops were bigger than your beard, you know.
Okay, well that's just a low blow right there.
What's the crack with that? Do you like hairy women? Yeah.
Yeah?
All right.
Do you like a
Excuse me?
woman with a beard?
I like anyone with a beard.
Oh.
So yeah, after they louse you two, Dalvig, you're pretty much free to do whatever you want for a while Grana goes through the actual training portion.
Did I ever said anywhere to look at these hives?
But Grana, you would be taken aside by, I just completely forgot her name, Marta, the Dwarven priestess, and she would start running you through, like, some stuff you know before, but, like, a lot of more advanced, like, knots and, like, terminologies. Just the whole, like, shebang of Sailing 101.
Oh, lovely. Verna would
Wait.
probably be very bored. I feel like she isn't the school type.
Like I said, a lot of it you know already, but there are some, like, stuff that they go over, like some of the certain knots and stuff that you, like, you didn't know how to do these before. You didn't learn these on the ship. They're more advanced, or for stuff that the ship didn't have. Like, the ship you guys were on was a trading vessel, and it was very, like, minimalistically armed. So that you didn't know some of these other, like, certain methods for, like, how to, like, secure a cannon, things like that.
Yeah.
So they are teaching you some stuff that you were like, oh, yeah, I had no idea how to do this. Proper methodologies to secure, like, ammunition and things like that for different kinds of weapons on ships. But yeah, this is like not a day, it's like you go through this for about a week, just them hammering stuff into you about how to, like, proper methods for storage of all kinds of different things on ship, what not to put near each other on the ship, because they'll, like, things that could damage each other or ruin each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, obvious ones, like, don't store your water next to your salt.
Hey, that sounds like good advice, actually.
Try not to keep them powder near the alcohol supply.
What?
So go ahead and, over the course of that, go ahead and roll me an intelligence check.
Oh dear.
Hey, we're fucked.
Yeah, Verdon, be careful with rice. Very careful. Alright, so you're retaining a good portion of it, but some of the more advanced stuff is going a bit over your head.
Sounds about right.
And after, like, the first portion of it, the priestess can kind of tell that you're struggling with certain parts of it, so she does take extra time to kind of help you through some parts of it. And eventually she does start to teach you about some of the seaborn, like, deities as well, because it's important. Like, we all know sailors are superstitious, and you don't want to do something to upset a god. Even if you don't worship them specifically, making gods angry is a bad idea. So she goes over a bunch of, like, taboos and things to avoid.
Is flirting with the Lady of the Sea a taboo by any chance?
No.
Isn't she also, like, deity of fertility as well?
Aye.
Fertility in plants, mainly, but yes. Like,
Mother.
Are you actually gonna legitimately ask, like, the priestess
No.
if that's the thing?
No, it's just like,
This time.
Are you
just,
sure?
like, no, it's just table asking because I was very curious to see if she'd be like, and don't flirt with the fucking god.
I like the idea that it's a enough issue that she has to cover it. Like it's come up enough that she's like, okay, can't believe I gotta say this. Don't flirt with the gods.
She
You
does.
make
It
a
does really,
statue
like,
with
the way she talks about everything isn't so. It's like, again, that's not a religion. She doesn't talk about it like these are the ways you have to do things. It's very, like, personal the way she talks about it. Like, you actually a very good setting, but it requires affiliate. If you haven't looked it up yet, check it out in your settings for your guys' streams and set it. It's really great because it stops like small disconnects from disrupting your stream, and it looks like it's back. So yeah, that wasn't me. My internet's fine. That was Twitch. Don't know why.
Twitch just had a moment.
My OBS
We've all been
got
there.
disconnected as well, though, which is really weird. So maybe Twitch feedbacked it. Either way, we're back. I hope. Are you guys? Can you guys see me now? Hi. When did we drop out
Yeah,
exactly?
good
whiny me dogs.
I don't think it was that long, but okay. So before you asked, like, okay, it dropped out when I was asking you if you actually asked the priestess if you flirted, if flirting with her is okay, if flirting with the god is okay. So basically, like, we didn't actually ask that question, but the god, I went into more details on how she talks about how it's more about personal belief and how you worship specifically, not, it's not religion in the way of, like, you have to do it in X way. Do it how you want to do it as long as you're respectful. And then she went on to say, like, some of the taboos. The one specific taboo that stuck with Garona that she brought up was from Nahalenia, is don't drink wine in the presence of your hounds. Don't ask why.
Kinda. That's a weird one.
And it's specific to wine for some reason.
You sure like
And
doggies?
you like when you mentioned that, like, you can bring it up that it's weird, and she'll even say, like, I'm not sure on the origins of it, but Nahalenia has been around for a very long time, and her stories have changed much, so who knows when it originated from.
Gotcha.
It was originally
I still
believed that
think
she
it's
was a
weird.
member of the Tuath, the gods of this region, but it seems like that was incorrect, that she is not associated with the Tuath.
Oh. Yeah, I think she was in a gang.
I like the difference in chat. I mean, grapes are toxic to dogs. Other response, it starts with humping the legs and goes from there. Whoa. Very different answers. I like it. But yeah, she goes through other stuff about the gods, and, like, if you have any specific questions, feel free, kind of thing as well.
Anyway. How come ya worship down here instead of, near actual ocean?
This area is simply for the sake of secrecy. It's difficult to secure space in the city above ground to do something like this.
Oh, so that's why you don't care that me and Figgy or Scáthbhaile is most wanted.
It's interesting that you bring that up. Yes, we noticed that.
Okay, I'm glad you noticed that.
Somewhere Dalafig's just gone itch.
We have plenty of people coming here with questionable morals and legality behind what they do for a living.
I mean,
The sea is a lawless place.
The
This city might not be a lawless place, but the sea is a lawless place. So we do not judge.
But you wanna know what we did? We took a torch and now we're being hunted for millions. That is what we did. We didn't even steal it, it was given. And now there's 1,000,000 gold on me here or something like that.
Well, it sounds like you've had a hard time.
Aye, it's been very though. What about you? Any hard down here? Do you not get bored of the same faces every day?
Well, of course we all
actually
get bored of the same faces every day, but such is my place. This is where I was called to be.
Aye, and that's where me and that's where me and you differ. I'd get very bored, but I've been on the sea for years, so
Well,
I
I can always have, there's always ways to have fun. There's new faces coming in all the time.
Oh, well, is that so, Mrs. Presty?
Aye? She just kind of says that and sits back in her chair and drinks. Matter-of-factly.
Well, since I might be here for some extra teaching, because I'm really stuck, how about we teach over a drink, eh?
I think that could be arranged. Maybe I, take you back to my quarters for some special prayers.
Kinda like coughs for a moment. She didn't expect the forward, then she just like coughed and she's just like, I think that will do.
And yeah. She takes you and teaches you how to worship properly.
Achievement.
Achievement unlocked.
Unholy desires. Hey, that lady is good with a knot, I tell you that.
Like I said from the beginning of the campaign, we will never have on-screen sex in this campaign, but it happens. Sex exists. This is a realistic world, and a grungy, nasty one at that.
Well, you see, Twitch chat, when a dwarf and a human like each other very, very much.
When two women of the cloth want to worship very hard,
They go and tie knots together and learn about lady.
one of them spends a lot of time on their knees.
What?
What?
That wasn't his practice. I don't know why I do that in Dalafig's voice.
Anyways, though, yes. She... Go ahead and roll... I was almost like, go ahead and roll me a con save. No, roll me another intelligence check to just kind of, again, soak in more of her teachings.
Everything sounds like an innuendo now. Soak in more.
Seems like you're taking it in a lot better this time.
Suddenly a lot more interesting now.
I mean, there were definitely knots being tied, Flynn. Alright, yeah, you're definitely getting a bigger grasp on it. I think you're being more attentive in your classes now.
Imagine when you're giving the reap to everyone else, basically, when you fucked a dwarf.
Yeah, last week on on Witnesses of Scáthbhaile, Gorina fucked a dwarf, that is all.
That's all that mattered, yep. The only important scene. This. We went into intimate detail. We're gonna get banned. No, no, Badford, no.
I don't like that.
There are no gnolls here.
Oh no. Oh, okay, stop that. Making me gag.
Oh, this is perfect. Yeah.
Alright,
Where am I in
anyways.
my character notes.
You take another about half a week to go through more teachings, and this is time it's more like hands-on stuff, so they're actually teaching you how, like, and this is where you're going to be with other people who are learning, so you're learning to actually learn how to perform all the jobs throughout a ship at this point. And the big ones that you haven't done before are, like, again, you're learning how to man a cannon, loader, like, spotter, the whole, like, 9 yards. You're learning how to fire siege weapons that are used on vessels. This is important training.
Yeah. A city run campaign is what to do on board.
Hey, you never know. You might just find a cannon up on the wall somewhere and be like, hey, I can use this.
That's true, actually.
Look, this boss monster is really hard. Fires cannon at face. Never mind.
You're gonna regret it so much if I ever go into a boss battle and go, so, describe to me what's about. And if you say the word cannon, it's just like,
Both delicate and growing your rush for
Implying that isn't intended, ever.
our time to
Boom.
shine.
put dollar fig in it.
Don't do that, I miss.
So yeah, if you didn't already have them, you now gain proficiency with vehicles, water, and all firearms.
Oh, had it with vehicles were, but having it with firearms is great.
And of course, now you also have the benefit of, like, this is from your subclass, but you get the sailor benefits, which means Natural Explorer now applies when you're aboard vessels.
Okay.
And it says sea vessels on the skill, but it should just say water vessels.
You're in a canoe.
There you go, I added that. I also get boarding action.
Yes. Which currently, boarding action lets you dash and then make a single attack using a light weapon as a bonus action.
Okay. Yeah.
At 8th
That
level, it
is
gets better.
actually really handy.
Yeah, 8th level, it gets even better. That makes you, when you use a bonus action during your turn to make the attack, take the attack check, you can make an additional attack and use an offhand weapon with the light property, but don't add the attack modifier. So basically, you can dash and attack right now. At 8th level, you can dash and dual wield attack.
Oh, I like that. It's gonna be so handy. And then if I live till 7th level, I get a dog.
Like, legitimately, I don't know what kind of build you were going for specifically, but when you get to the level where you get feats, picking up either pistolier or gun or crossbowman, both could be very good for you.
Oh, gun. Gun. Gun or crossbow. It's gonna be such a hard choice.
I mean, they literally both do the same thing, except one applies to guns instead of crossbows.
Yeah.
Because the one lets you basically, you can fire a hand crossbow and not have to have the free hand in your opposite hand to reload it, and fire another one as a bonus action.
Yeah.
But the other version would apply to pistols, so you can dual wield pistols.
Oh, wait.
Akimbo pistols.
Fucking dual wielding pistols, dude.
Imagine having to load both.
Well, that's why, like, I don't think I added it in the book,
Do a
but
spin.
one of the items you can literally just go out and buy is a brace of pistols, not a single pistol, but a brace, which is 3,
Yeah.
all built onto one, like, strap.
Reaper mode, fire a pistol, throw it to the floor, pick out another one.
Yeah, a brace of pistol actually isn't a specific number in, like, the actual terminology. It's literally just as many pistols as you're carrying is considered a brace, as long as it's more than 2. The concept behind a brace of pistol was draw pistol, fire, drop, draw next pistol, fire, put back. Just keep drawing new pistols that are already reloaded until you're out.
I'm Reaper.
And then begin reloading.
Well, yeah, either that or just go back to your normal weapons until the fight's over. I carry 50 holdout pistols.
Fire, and I miss, and I fired again, and I missed again.
And I missed.
Five and I missed. Five.
Fired.
Yes, that meme.
Dollar fig shooting pistol.
Alright. But after that part, you get into the big thing, the thing that they've been hyping up to this point is the trial. Nobody's actually ever told you what the trial pertains to of, but they've given you ideas of what it could mean. But finally the day comes, and you guys get woken up, literally crack of dawn, like, not even dawn, honestly, probably like 4 a.m. they wake you up. Hustle you out of bed, big loud whistle noise. Kind of shit you would expect if you were actually still on a ship. And they bring you out to a secluded part of the base. And it's just one other crewman, one of the random guys that's been there, like the bartender probably, and the priestess.
Okay.
And you're sitting out in this little place, and all that's there with you is a small boat. Like a single sail raft kind of boat. It says, well, the day has come. We're going to sail you to the maze.
A maze.
In this maze, the two of you will take this ship, which will be loaded with cargo, and you must navigate the maze safely without the ship or the cargo being destroyed, while finding 3 flags hidden within the maze, and then getting to the end of the maze and firing off the cannon to signal us that you've completed it. If you can do this, you have succeeded the trial. If you fail, we'll find you eventually. Try not to die.
Oh, lovely. Okay. He's gonna get on the boat begrudgingly. Oh no.
And she kind of says a short prayer over the two of you before she lets you heads off. Good luck.
Is Figgy coming with, like, tagging along?
And I accidentally moved the boat immediately.
The boat
Wait,
soars off into the distance.
I have control over the boat.
You both do,
I
yes.
know
Don't put it on the shore unless you want it to be broke.
No, sorry, I was trying to move it back, so I keep accidentally moving it.
Yes, eventually you get to this spot and they pull the ship into this like very narrow like area. The ship, I don't know. Can you guys see the aura on the ship? There's like a light bluish hue around it.
No.
Yeah.
That's the area the ship needs to sail through. Like it can squeeze, but you have to make checks if you try to squeeze any thinner than that without it being damaged.
Right.
So you've got the ship.
Supposed to be...
And
Wait,
also,
Is it supposed to be
one
this
second.
dark? Can't see anything.
How far can you see?
Hey, you wanna see how far I can see?
The ship is also in your guys' journals.
Is the boat illuminated?
The SS Kashu.
I see then. Oh boy. Okay. I can't
Check
see the
something.
order.
Hang on, I need to
So yeah, the
check
boat has a speed of 30 feet, I believe.
Okay.
But before you do that, is there anything else you want to do before you start setting sail? Like find some light.
I'm
Hang on.
just gonna dig into her backpack and light
something.
a
Don't do
torch.
that. Do that.
Not lighting torch. Oh, you're gonna do your light spell. Any chance?
What's
You're
on
so
the boat?
predictable.
What?
What's on what objects are on the boat?
What are you gonna light up?
I needed something to light up. To use light.
You just have to touch an object.
Yeah, then I'm gonna.
Touch the sail.
Yeah, I'll touch the sail.
Alright, I'll just use the boat
Light.
for that. What's light's radius? 20? Yeah.
Oh, radius.
Out there.
Oh, fuck yeah!
There you go.
I can well see. Alright, so, Figgy.
And yeah, don't worry about the fact that your tokens kind of hang off the boat. That's
So that's
You don't literally take up an entire 5-foot space.
Figgy. 3
Yeah,
flags. Cargo has to be kept safe. Sailboat.
I was there.
You weren't there when me and the priest had special time, though.
You are despicable,
She led me into it.
and I want all the details later on. But let's finish
okay.
this first.
I put sail down. And
Alright, so to start off, I need both of you to make vehicles water checks.
oh boy, what is that?
Using wisdom.
Wisdom.
Do we get advantage, assuming as I have proficiency?
You both, yeah, you just it adds your proficiency to it, so you're fine.
Not a saving
Oh.
throw. Is it a saving throw?
No, there's
Oh.
you should literally under like on the where did you guys put vehicles water under your proficiencies?
Other proficiencies in languages.
Okay, that's why. Okay, on your character sheets, there's a spot for like tool proficiencies. You can put vehicles water in there.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
I see
okay.
it. Do I do that with? Oh,
And that'll make it rollable.
Wisdom.
Don't set it as wisdom
advantage.
specifically. Set it as query attribute.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Because like if you need
no,
to do
I
specific
already
things
have
on a
it
ship,
there.
like say you're trying to rig the sails, that'll be like dexterity, not wisdom.
Oh, okay.
But in this case, it's wisdom because you're trying to remember the process of actually setting sail properly, like getting things
It's
moving.
with if you have water, great proficiency, right? I think.
Sorry, I missed what you said.
Wisdom. Not intelligence, wisdom. You stupid thing.
Wisdom, yeah.
Ah.
Are we doing it with advantage?
No. Alright.
Oh my god.
Corona's struggling a little bit, but Dalfig, you remember the specific like process, so you can kind of give her guidance in the way of doing it.
We'll like try and show her.
Now, for moving this, one of you is going to have to just move the boat and yourself at the same time, and the other person will just have to catch up each time.
You move it, I'll follow.
Yeah. Oh, oh, we're coming up to 10.
Oh, what's that?
Boss. We might want to raise sail a wee bit. Go slower.
Half-mast the sail?
Aye. Oh no, they have to make another check.
Nah, you're fine for now. Like you guys know how to sail enough that you can do it without constant checks.
Okay.
It'd be kind of like your passive perception. This is your passive sailing.
Oh,
The only time you'll need to make checks is when you have to do something specifically like difficult.
It's turning difficult. I don't think turning's difficult. Is it a rudder boat? I'm guessing it's a rudder boat. What have you
I did that.
Was that you?
Yeah, I was turning you, so it was just making it easier.
Oh, it was you. I thought like
Yeah.
I just went, just walking.
Just standing there.
Okay. Algae.
So yeah, up ahead you can see that there's some algae and lily pads. This is a sewer, not actual ocean water. And just out of the corner of your eye, around the corner, you can see a log floating in the water.
Well,
I see the log.
to decide which way we go.
Yeah, you decide.
Oh, yeah, it would
Yeah,
be
you
me.
go trial and error.
Well, could push the log out the way, but I don't even know. She's like, she's gonna check if it's like stuck in the like depths or if it's like floating. Is
It seems to be
floating?
floating.
Okay, that's clearly the first taste. Algae's probably gonna be a wee bit sketch. I hope nothing's under there. I mean, we're going at half mast, so very slow, so let's just slowly turn it into it, Piggy.
Oh,
Alright, so you're turning towards the log.
Yeah, she's gonna be
Yeah.
like coming up to the front so she can get ready to like push it out the way as the boat comes near it.
Where's the... there it is. Alright, so how are you going to push it?
She's gonna be on front of the boat, like lean over, and kind of like, no, she's gonna tie her hempen rope around her waist to make sure she ties herself to the mast first, just in case.
Okay.
Oh, could I tie it to the log? Would that better push it? Is that even?
Why would? Why would
No.
tie
Just
it?
bring the log with
The
us.
log to us. Help.
No. And then she's gonna like lean over using the tension between her and the rope, and like lean over and just begin like placing her hands on it and kind of like push it so it would straighten out and like push against this wall here.
Okay.
Dalpig is hovering over the rope, ready to grab it.
So go ahead and make me a strength check to try to shove the log.
How strong?
Not. So you shove the log, and it moves, but not enough to really be like anything special. And then I grabbed the boat by accident.
Oh, Brittany just turned more towards us. Stand back up. And, raise the sails all the way. I have an idea. I have a shield that I can row us along, and then you can carefully push the log out the way. And that way I'm controlling how quick we go.
Okay.
Okay!
I'm gonna raise the sails.
Do you search the boat at
Raise
all?
the sails. No.
Okay. There's definitely not an oar on the boat.
No, she's using her shield.
Okay.
Okay, she's gonna...
I like to imagine we're being watched and it's like, the fuck are they doing?
Okay. Gonna like edge it closer, and when she gets to like the log again. Oh wait, no, they're going slowly, so it's not gonna ding up the boat. Right?
Famous last words, that. Pivot.
How deep does the water look?
You can't tell, it's murky.
Yes.
It's sewer water.
Fuck's sake. Gordon will... Oh, she's gonna slowly edge the boat a little bit closer. Get on the edge again. And like lean over so her hands are about here. And go to try and push it into this wall again.
Alright, give me another strength
Try
check.
and help.
What'd you say, Dalapig?
Dalapig's helping.
Okay, so you get advantage on your strength check then.
We're weak. Okay.
Whoa! Somebody hurled the boat into another area.
The boat runs away in disdain.
Ah, lovely. Edge the boat again. Alright, Piggy. You know.
Again.
I
keep saying. If at first you don't succeed.
heave.
Evil.
Oh. Strength. Are you helping me, Piggy?
I'm helping you, skill.
I love it. Just the two of you just leaning off the boat, shoving a log over and over.
Just waiting until we get a natural 20 and punt it down the fucking river.
I can't wait for us to get this out of the way and at the end it be dead, like a dead end. It's just a brick wall we've got.
Alright, this time it pushes it quite a bit further, but then it starts to like spin. And now it's long ways.
That Piggy!
What?
Aquabolt!
Do you want me to aquabolt the log?
Aye.
Ike? I'm gonna aquabolt the log.
Alright, give me it. Give me it.
By miss, a stationary log.
Alright, roll damage. Alright. So you shoot the log and it gets shoved and kind of splinters a bit, but it's very much like rotted and waterlogged, so it doesn't like explode into splinter. It's more like you just blast a hole in it. And once it floats to here immediately and starts to kind of slowly float along.
There's a current there, Figgy.
Aye.
Oh, it's fucking spinning again, innit? Right.
We should follow it. Aye, keep going.
Should we put the sails down, or?
I'll put them down half if you want. We'll go slowly.
Okay. Okay. Fuck it.
There's no wind down here. Where's the wind coming from? Hang on.
Shut up. Shield. Bro. Like, there's no oars on this, but I think I'm gonna use an oar.
As you're sailing back up this way, kind of, are you paddling again?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're paddling your way up here, and you can hear the log like hit the wall, and it kind of arrests its momentum from getting blasted, and it kind of stops there, stuck on the wall.
What's it? Oh.
Keep going. Come on.
Okay, I'm going. Ah.
Yeah, it's sewer gas.
Careful now. Is it gonna hit us?
It's gonna be close. Really close.
Piggy, do you wanna see if you can push its
it?
end away?
I'm gonna try and lean over the edge to nudge it closer to the wall. So do I need to roll strength? Have a look
Yeah,
at my
go ahead and roll.
Wait, where is my strength? That's not strength, that's stealth.
Ah, stealth on.
If you're just rolling strength, it would be the actual stat, like on the sidebar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've realized that. For fuck's sake.
Aye, it's fine.
No, it's not. I'll give you
You kind of shove it up on the wall, and it seems to stick. Like I said, it's very waterlogged, so you kind of break the log pushing it up there on the bottom part.
Onward we go. Perfect.
Okay, see?
Sorry, I've accidentally
Pass.
selected boat. Took me off of it.
You move it for me.
Oh, we're coming up to another cross section.
Boy. Okay, there's a big room, or is dead end there, or we could go right.
Left or right?
Did you know you should follow the left wall in a maze? Or was it the right wall?
We help you find the exit. Not what
Okay,
we're
well let's
looking
see.
Remember,
could've
you don't
gone
need to just
down.
find the exit. There's 3 flags
Yeah.
hidden in here you have to
for. We've
find.
gotta find things in
If I
the
were a
maze.
conspicuous flag, I think I'd be hidden up there, you know. But I just like
Aye,
I
that's
think
what I-
Rowan is just speaking in between like fucking rowing with the
That's-
shield. Just,
Can we put down the sails now? Where you go? You going up here now?
yeah.
What are you going up here for?
Ah. Yeah.
When we turn here, I'm putting the sails, I tell you.
Okay.
So we can go faster than you ruling.
Gonna help put the sails down. Alright, let's go.
Onward!
Oh,
You turned your
sails
own
up,
token as
sails
well as the ship.
up, sails up, sails up, sails up.
Put the sails into the wall!
Put the sails up.
Alright, so you guys noticed the wall ahead. Roll dexterity checks. to get those sails up before you run into the wall.
That's a
Wow.
fail. I critted.
Okay, Groina is fumbling with the rope and having a... She's panicking, and you guys kind of... You manage to stop it, but it does kind of do the donk with the point end first. And bounce off. So the ship takes... one minimum... So even with resistance, it still takes 1. So it takes 1 point of bludgeoning damage from bonking into the wall. As it damages the pointy front.
Someone is gonna get out the shield.
It does actually have a health bar.
It does, I can see it, yeah.
Gonna use my shield to slowly row.
Gently does it, gently. You might want to turn us a bit, Will.
I'm trying. The placement of thing is very, but I can't rotate it anymore because it's off the map.
This is very curious.
I just assume we're straight. Oh, there we go.
Gently does it. Gently.
My fucking token's upside down. Fine.
Gently.
That hammock. That's a flag. Flag on a hammock.
Alright, so that rope bridge is actually going across about 10 feet up the wall. And there's a small, like, rope ladder hanging down on this side. And you can tell from here that the rope bridge is damaged.
Oh boy.
God.
And Dalifig, you know this is the first test, so this is... You can help, but this isn't for you.
Yeah.
Not that the dwarf is the best at climbing anyway.
Could keep the rope tied around her waist, but like untie it from the mast and she bundles it up just in case. She might need this rope.
I need to quickly run to the bathroom. I'll be back in a
Go
second.
for it.
Gonna get on that rope ladder, I guess.
Alright, so you shimmy your way up the rope ladder onto the rope bridge that is damaged. So now there's two things that you can do here. You can either just try to get across the rope bridge that is damaged without falling off, or you were taught how to do, like, temporary repairs on ropes and stuff using the rope you're carrying.
Yeah.
So it's your choice which one you want to try to do.
I think she would. She learned a lot about knots. I think she would.
Oh.
Oh. Yes. Going to go repair the bridge.
Alright. In that case, go ahead and... let's see. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and use Vehicle's Water with this, and go with, yeah, Dexterity works. It's handiwork.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
So you're making your way across the bridge as you repair. It's slow going, but you're managing to make decent knots, I guess is the best way to put it, to repair this stuff.
Okay.
Alright, now the rope, or the rope, you get to the other end of the rope bridge, and this flag is up on the wall about 3 feet above the rope bridge. So I'm assuming you've been kind of hands and kneeing across the rope bridge.
Yeah, she's like spreading her weight evenly.
Right. So you have to reach up there to get it.
Oh. No, she didn't say the flags had to come intact.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay, well, now that Dalifig's done zoning out. Iggy, she didn't say the flags had to come back intact, did she?
I mean, I imagine she'd probably prefer you don't rip their flags.
Oh, fuck's sake, I was gonna use my arrow and just stab the fucker, but alright. Gonna goes to reach up to remove the flag properly.
Okay. In that case, Go ahead and make me a athletics check. Or acrobatics, your choice.
I'll go with acrobatics because I've got a 3.
Yeah, it's just balance. Alright, you manage to maintain your balance while standing on 2 feet on a rope bridge that is just hastily repaired. And grab the flag without falling. And then get back down again onto your hands and knees with the flag kind of stowed away.
Oh.
And then you crawl your way back.
Up. Oh, flag.
You're not putting the flag with it. There you go.
I don't have control over the flag.
I can fix that.
Okay, and then I can just select the boat and it will select the flag.
Oh, we get it around. Oh no.
And not.
We're just gonna go backwards.
Sails can turn.
I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah,
Getting close
flag
to
is
the
fixed.
wall.
Okay. It's just gonna grab the flag,
Honestly,
put
I
it with the cargo, and go back to shielding.
yeah, you sail us backwards slowly, gently does it.
I would
Gently does
rather. Oh, I didn't select the boat. Anyway.
Gently does it.
I would rather turn us if you really want to turn us here, where it, is wider.
Aye, aye. Go on, keep going.
Oh, we're fine now. Wait, no, we're not. She's gonna gently, like, assuming she can reach over to the wall from here, like, gently push so that the boat begins floating this way, and then once she feels it begin moving, she's gonna be like, just rotating the boat.
Alright, so you're trying to turn it all the way
Being
around?
against the wall. Yeah. Our sails are backwards.
Gently does
I have
it.
played enough Sea of Thieves to know that's a bitch.
I don't think you need to be a thief to know that sails going backwards isn't a good idea.
Professional.
Professional. You bumped in to the wall
Shield,
over there.
shield. Shield. Shield.
Jesus. Do you want to get back on the boat?
Oh.
Come on. There you go, turn. Okay, so down now.
Down.
Down we go.
Down we go.
Yep, turn us a little bit. There you go.
Nice. Down we go. Down we go.
Down we go.
That's
Onward.
tight. Okay, shield.
Onward into the brink.
We're fine.
Gently.
We're
Gently
fine.
does it.
If I saw a boat sailing like this in real life. Alright, we're at another crossroads.
What's that?
I have a feeling that's the beginning, because if you remember, we could go... Could we go down in the beginning, or was it up?
No, we can.
We go forwards in the beginning? When we first start the maze. Was it just up or down, or was it...
It was right or downward.
Aye, so maybe this has to be... If we go right there, you see that turn? Yeah?
Would be
That
going back
has to be
towards
the
the
beginning.
beginning.
Aye.
The left
So-
would be onward. What about this left door? What's here?
Aye, strip up all there.
That's a
Let's go
rock.
towards it.
That is a rock.
Aye.
Do either of you have Navigator's tools proficiency?
I do.
Okay, you know enough about navigating that to know that you've gone far enough down that that way is definitely not where you started from.
Oh, okay.
Like this way is lower than where you started. You've traveled downwards a good way.
Gotcha.
All right, you guys still going in this way? So yeah, you can see here there's a rock coming up out of the water.
Watch. Get it off.
There's a rock.
I'm using me shield that I was along anyways.
Oh, yeah, your poor little arms.
Alright.
I was
Hey up,
chivalrous.
piggy.
I was chivalrous. I would have also started rowing, but you know, this is your trial. Oh, that's a close one.
Ah.
Gently through the.
Eh.
Gently.
Oh.
I don't fancy swimming right now. Gently.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna need you guys to make me... One of you to make me a vehicles waters check with advantage because the other one is helping.
I do it?
Using what query?
Since you're paddling, let's go with strength.
Ah, alright, an advantage.
Yes.
There it is.
Alright, you managed to get around this rock without scraping it, but you're like scraping across this wall. Not enough to damage anything, but you're like, if there was paint, it would be gone.
That's fine.
Oh, that.
What's what?
Oh yeah, you can't see that. Keep
Oh,
forgetting,
I see planks.
keep forgetting you got awful eyes.
I have normal eyes.
Awful eyes.
Okay. Very tentative shield pushing. That's a dock.
It is
think we
not a
found the
dock
end.
necessarily, but I can't remember the actual specific term. It's the what they use to get off of the boats onto docks, the big ships. Gangplank.
Why do I have a feeling that that's the end?
Well, you got that feeling because you can barely see a cannon here, and there's 3 poles that seem to be empty hanging out beside the cannon.
Oh, okay.
Like little flagpoles.
She begins rowing backwards again.
Alright.
Well, you're not gonna have a look what's up there.
It's empty flagpoles.
There might have been more that you haven't seen or something.
No,
Rowing away.
no.
Alright, make me that check again to get through the rock area.
Okay. Water vehicles, strength, advantage, go.
Oh
So-
my.
Okay, you
Well, I-
perfectly managed it this time without
Fucking
anything.
float through. I don't mind us in the water. I'm on top of you.
I love that.
I mean, it's not your first time on top of a dwarf.
No, it's not actually. Okay. So a proficiency in navigate tools tell me that the right is actually a valid option.
Okay, but what about your proficiency with water-based vehicles to not go backwards?
Why are you going backward?
She's using her shield.
You're just rowing the ship around backwards.
You
Yeah.
had the opportunity to turn the other way, and you turned
Alright,
back.
Groina, now that they're there, is going to do. There you go.
So much.
This is
Okay, but-
something she would do. Alright,
Put the
for the
sails.
algae, I guess.
You're not gonna put the sails? Are you still just rowing her so long?
I don't trust. We have to make a turn, and I'd rather do that with my own strength.
Alright, stop for a
Okay,
second.
Left. Oh, whoa. There's cannons, though.
Oh, cannons. Can I look at these ones or what?
I'm on the wrong screen again, aren't I? No, that's the right screen. I got confused for a second there. I thought I was on the wrong browser. I was like, wait a minute.
Hold up.
Bump a dump a dump bump bump. Things are happening.
Bum-ba-da-da.
Granted, does an 18 hit you?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god, no.
That's what just. Aye, that's dog.
Chompy boy. Woo!
That's a little bit of damage right there.
And you're grappled.
Oh,
So yeah, you're sitting there paddling away, and all of a sudden this crocodile just comes out of the water. It just grabs your arms and the shield in its mouth. And then we roll initiative.
obviously scream,
That's a good plan.
As you
Aye.
do.
because I'm down to 15 health.
And I've got the gators visible, so I gotta fix that.
Yeah, guess the good piggy, please. Ew.
Let me bring up the initiative order thing. There we go.
Oh boy, we gotta fight the fucking. Guess we gotta roll
I
for
forgot to click
initiative.
that token.
Click.
Brother. Shit. Hang on. I had a brain fart there and remember where initiative was. Always, even when there's only two of us, I somehow manage to roll less. 50-50 chance and I still roll awfully.
Alright. I love how it's 0.2, 0.5 better than you, yeah.
Squad. Alright, my turn, I guess.
So it starts with Grana.
Yeah. It's grappled me, so.
Yeah, you are restrained, specifically, is the
Attempt
terminology.
to break free with the help of the shield that it's also grabbed.
With a restrain, you have a speed of 0, your attacks and dexterity saves have disadvantage, and hostile creatures have advantage on attacks against you. So you can't move, but you can... Well, your hands are inside of it, so you can't really attack. You could try to, like, kick it or something. Or you could try to break free.
Yeah, I'd say she's gonna try and break free, like...
Alright, it's an escape DC. So how that works is you can... With escape DCs, if it's listed as an escape DC, you can choose to use either athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, use acrobatics then.
Yep.
Was that with a disadvantage? I feel like it was.
Alright, you broke out.
Oh, thank God. But yeah, so gonna Hunter's Market for bonus action.
Alright.
Stop it.
That's the wrong button.
Yeah.
Stop. Alright, so that's you. Dalifig, what are you doing?
I mean, it's still on water, so I'm gonna attempt to aquabolt it.
Alright. That is not gonna hit. You splash the water next to it.
The amazing agility of a fucking crocodile in the water.
Alright, so it's gonna try and, like, kind of jump its front legs onto the front of the boat and attack Rhino again. But it doesn't have advantage this time because it's not coming out of the water and sneak attacking you. You know it's there now. Oh, but it still hits. Take another 10.
Ah.
And it grapples you again.
Very shattered because she is on 5 HP. Can I just purposely rip off my arm? Can I just...
Just take it, you shit. Then on the other side of the boat... Dalifig,
Yeah.
he tried to bite you.
Oh no.
But you saw him coming this time because he jumped on the boat first. But that still hit. So you take 6 points of piercing. And you're grappled. Crocodiles are bad, okay?
Okay.
2 doggos!
That's two doggos.
I guess I should kind of move it over here so it's kind of on the boat.
Alright,
And then the crocodile is done, so it is Gorena's turn.
Ah.
Make it die.
Can't make it die. I have to get out of its fucking jaws first.
Well, you're
Oh,
not
me.
completely hands in there this time, so you can actually just
No.
stab it.
Oh, that's a disadvantage. But Hunter's Mark. That's damage, not attack.
Yay.
That's in melee range. Bruno will go to stab it with his dagger right in its fucking head.
Go for the stabbing.
With disadvantage, right?
Yes. Oh no. You stab it, but it doesn't penetrate its hide.
Oh. Lovely.
Telefig,
Right.
save the day.
I'm gonna have to go for a stab on it. With a Jaina. Is that
That's disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he is grappled. Never mind. Wow, you rolled. Wow. You
How
hit.
could these rolls been? Oh, you know. Ah, there's the rolls I'm used to.
2 points of piercing. To the one that's biting you, or the other one?
Yeah, the one that's biting me. Healing word's a bonus action, isn't it?
Correct.
So I can do healing word from Groiner.
Uh-huh. Not bad.
Yeah.
I'm up to 11. Venus Griner has her shield out right now. Is her AC 16?
Sure.
Okay. I forgot.
Alright. Mr. Crocodile, can you do the thing?
Better not get higher than a 16. That's what the one time I'm like, oh, shield is useful.
He missed!
Thank God.
Barely, but he missed. The shield saved you.
Ah.
Like, it lunges at you and it latches onto the shield and you're like, no! Minute to twist the shield out of its mouth. Other crocodile is already biting Dalafig. So Dalafig,
Yeah.
how good you were holding your breath?
Oh no.
Because you're now underwater over there. The crocodile swims over there and starts thrashing around and rolling with Dalafig in its mouth.
I need help!
Yeah, you're like screaming as you go underwater. So yeah, breath holding is, I believe, your Constitution's modifier times in minutes. So you can hold your breath for quite a while. The thrashing is the real danger.
Okay, my thumb modifier.
Yeah, you take another 3 points of damage as it thrashes around. And then it's Groina's turn.
Now.
Delphing's like, no, sploosh.
Please!
Rolls in Croc.
Oh no. What am I supposed to do? I mean, it's not grappling me anymore, is it?
No, it tried to bite you again.
Okay. Oh, wait, but if she rows the boat away, it's gonna swipe at her, isn't it?
Hard to say.
Are there any meat in rations? Like
Yes.
the rations D&D? Okay.
Like jerky, basically, like dried meats.
Fuck. I'm trying again. It's the case. Oh wait. What's on the boat? Like immediately that Corina can see.
There's an oar. kind of stuffed up against the one side of the boat. There's an oar. There's the cargo, about 60 feet of hemp rope. Just spare extra rope sitting in the back. And a harpoon.
Oh boy, Grenad's gonna grab the harpoon and tie a rope to the end of it and toss it towards Dalafig.
You're throwing it at Dalafig or throwing it at the croc?
Like kind of at, yeah, I'd say at the croc. She's trying to get it to him so he doesn't drown. So he can grab this. Grenad's got her own issues.
Alright, go ahead and roll an attack roll against the crocodile with the harpoon. I love the pitiful little...
Okay, is that strength? Just strength roll?
That'd be an attack roll. It does use strength though, yes. It's a thrown weapon.
Oh, I'm fucked.
Actually, thrown weapons you can use strength or dex, so it's your choice.
Oh shit, wait, I want to use dex then. Oh wait, it's a bonus action beforehand though, just in case I hit the fucker.
I'm bringing up the page for the harpoon because I want to make sure. I'm pretty sure like it might actually have to have finesse to be used with dex, so no, it would be strength based. You're right. I was right first time.
Oh, okay.
It is a two-handed thrown weapon.
Beforehand she would switch her hunter's mark to that one, just in case she hits it. I don't know if 11
One
hits.
second though.
When it's over there.
Alright, that hit. No, you don't roll a strength check. You roll. It would be 1d20 plus 2 plus your strength modifier. Because you are proficient with harpoons, because you have martial weapons.
Roll 1d20 plus 2. I mean, that's.
And you have advantage because the crocodile is stupid. But that hits anyway, so you're fine.
Okay.
So you roll a d8 plus your strength modifier?
So plus 0.
Yeah, so just a d8. Okay, 1 point of piercing. Wow.
Holy shit.
But you have stabbed a crocodile with this harpoon, which is also attached to you by rope. Well, it has rope hanging from it to you.
Yeah. And if I'm still allowed, she's probably gonna tie the rope to the mast.
Alright, yeah.
There you go. Lifeline, buddy. Use it.
I'm still in the fucking crocodile's mouth.
Dalafig, you can either try to break free or attack it with disadvantage.
I'm trying to break free.
Alright, so athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics. Is that with disadvantage or anything?
Nope. That breaks free, so you break free, now you can move.
If I move away, it's gonna attack them.
You can grab the rope and pull yourself over there if you wanted to. You can pull yourself 30 feet.
Yeah, then I'm gonna attempt to do that.
So you can just make it to the boat.
I'm in pain.
Hi, you're in pain. What's your HP?
Same as yours.
Oh, 11.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, dear God.
Crocodile's hurt.
Yeah, harpoon swimming around in the water.
What that's to the boat.
Garena, take another 4 points of damage. As the croc that's over here comes up on the boat and keeps biting at you. Now the other boy has to swim. Because his food got away.
Oh dear God, it's just gonna take back in.
Hilarious. And it misses.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Back to Garena.
Okay. Switching Hunter's Mark. Back. Going to fucking stab with dagger onto the one that keeps biting me. She's now hunter's mark. Fuck you, buddy. Oh.
Nope.
Where's the bard when I need him?
Delafig.
Can I do a
Okay.
zero
Gonna-
feet dash
Remember Delafig. No.
to stab him again?
I'm gonna
No.
stab at this one that like just came back up
I was
to
gonna
get
say,
me.
remember, you are a
Jaina.
spellcaster. And not just a healer.
Don't you have fucking moonbeam or some shit?
Oh, dude.
Please.
Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna.
I want
Oh, and you've
some.
had long rests
Um,
throughout the whole week, so you've had both of your second level spell slots back.
I don't. I use guidance star. Oh yeah, wait. Yeah, we've had a long week, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been literally a week and a half.
I'm an idiot. An idiot. I'm gonna attempt to moonbeam the one on Groinia.
Alright, so where are you placing the moonbeam?
It would be about here.
Alright. One second. Okay, so when it starts its turn there, it takes damage. But it has to make a con save first. Half as much on a fail. Alright, so that's your turn then. Unless you want to do a bonus action.
Yeah, I'll do the bonus action healing word bringer again.
Okay.
It's the roll. This is where all my good rolls go.
Alright, so now this thing needs to
Okay.
roll a con save. Alright, so... Want me to just use the moonbeam roll you already did?
Yeah.
Alright, so it takes damage. And it doesn't like that. This is a beast. You just shone a sparkly, blinding light from nowhere on it, and it didn't like it at all. And it burned. It's like, nah, I'm out of here, bruh. So, Grana, you can make an attack of opportunity on it if you want to.
Yeah, seeing that it's now in range, she's going to, like...
Well, you make the
Immediately.
attack of opportunity as it's leaving your threat radius, so... And you have to use the weapon you already had equipped, so you just stab it.
Okay. But it's attack of opportunity, so it's with advantage.
Nay.
Yes.
Just a normal attack.
Just let me get a free
You
stab.
got it.
Oh, okay, thank you. Die!
Alright, you manage to stick that knife in pretty good. And it swims off and submerges.
Aye, but now the fuck is bleeding. Attract all those other crocodiles and eat ya. Nah, 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 nah.
Its buddy, who didn't see the light, come blinding, burning death, is like, I don't understand why you're running away, friendo, but okay, I'm gonna eat this dwarf.
Gotta.
But he doesn't eat that dwarf because he misses that dwarf.
Hey.
Just Let's mark that one and stab that one too.
Alright,
You get a stab, you get a stab. Everybody gets a stab.
that hits.
Aye. Stab!
Nice.
Oh.
Hey, damage is damage.
Yeah, that's true.
It's more damage than you guys have done literally any other round of this combat, so hey.
Yeah.
Dalafig.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just wing it with my Jenna again.
Okay.
Hope I kill the fucker. More hope I hit the fucker, actually, that's what I say.
That hits. That's a crit.
I think that hits.
So just hit the button. 11 points of damage.
Hey.
So you, like, this thing has its jaws snapping at you, and you just shove your blade into its side of its mouth, when it's open, and just stick it right in the soft flesh of that thing, and it lets out this nasty, like, hissing sound. It did not like that. And it's gonna try and go back underwater now. It's trying to get out of here. It's like, no, 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 no. So you get an attack of opportunity, both of you. Because it's a new round.
Yep.
No! Okay! Okay, how do you want to fillet this thing? Because you rolled double crits now.
I just,
Yeah, let's see that damage. Another 5. It was at 1. You reduced it to 1 hit with that, so it's like 1 HP, and it's like, no, 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 no.
I literally want to, like, just slice it, like, through from the slit on its mouth and try and slice down its body.
Alright, so you just shove the blade into the side of its mouth and you're just, like, start sawing it open after it stops moving. So you literally cut it open. I mean, crocodile meat is good fare.
Literally.
We're gonna...
Just kind of looks at it
What
and
happens?
I'm gonna drag that on board.
Hey, we're gonna eat that.
And when you're doing that, the other one kind of pops up out of the water and grabs some of the chunks of meat of its friend that are there and then disappears.
Oh, yeah, the fucker.
Bastard.
Alright, well, we have crocodile corpse now. Out of that
Crocodile
sort of
meat.
things that Groiner has stolen.
I can say, do you want to hold on to the ground meat?
I'll...
And there's only the 2 of you here, so you each gain 100 experience.
Heyo.
Woo! Okay, gonna see them cannons there, but yeah, flag. So
There's like
there's also a cannon.
It's on its
worry
side
about the cannon.
and rusty.
Is there a clear way to get up there?
It's not a very far, like, it's just a little ledge.
Oh, okay. And I'll hop across, I guess.
Okay. And the flag is just there, it's just hanging on a little pole.
Okay, just give me. Okay, there we go. It kept selecting the boat.
Yep, just a second. And there, it's now selectable.
Yeah. We'll reach it. It's on them. Grina, like, as she puts it back on the boat, she kind of looks in a cannon and looks to Figgy like, did that seem too easy compared to the last one? Or do you think the crocs were our challenge?
Easy. Didn't seem easy. I almost drowned.
I am gonna have to go see a Potters after this.
So yeah, you guys are keeping the whole croc corpse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
We don't have time to, like, chunk it right now. But we could get some teeth as well.
Make a nice necklace.
Crocodile teeth, crocodile hide, meat.
Ooh. Right, well, Grona's gonna begin throwing us backwards.
Can you
And,
use the... Sorry, I didn't mean to select the boat.
Wow. She turned, so she's gonna like, you wanna put down the sails now? Because we can go forward for a while.
I love it when you turn the boat, you still select everything, so you turn the boat, yourself, the flags, just everything.
Right.
It's so great.
It's like fucking upside down, doing headstands.
The flags look like a pinwheel at this point, starting to.
Oh.
Once you get all 4, you'll have a pinwheel. Or 3, rather.
But,
Secret flag.
Aleph is gonna put the sails down so he's sailing.
Whee! 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 Another rock. Oh! Sails please.
I'm putting the sails up. Fumbling like hell. Help!
Okay. No. That was me helping.
I don't know that noise you make when you do anything these days.
Okay. Back to rowing.
Cause it went
Oh, did you know
so
there's an
well
oar
the
in here? And she's gonna... She's gonna use the oar this time instead of her shield and hold it like right at its end so that we don't have a repeat of a knack.
I want to point out for the fun of it, I'm glad you guys killed that specific crocodile, because if it had gotten away, it was still tethered to the boat by that harpoon.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm aware.
Jesus.
I'm aware
It would have
that
started
was.
dragging the boat around.
I'm aware that it was still attached.
I was waiting. I was like, one of these crocs is gonna get injured and it's gonna run, and if it's the one with the harpoon, it's gonna fucking smash you into a wall.
This is a la Drew.
Hi.
I don't like that.
Alright. I think
Oh,
before we
yes.
continue into this room, let's go ahead and take a quick break.
Okay.
Because we're at 8:13.
Going a while.
I need to get a refill for my drink. I don't know about anybody else, but let's take a quick breather, and I'll be back in like 5-10 minutes.
I definitely need a drink, jeez.
Run to the loo.
Go from fucking 27 to 5 HP to 11 to 5 HP.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
How we doing, chat? Are you guys enjoying the boat maze shenanigans thus far?
God. Oh. Axel.
Ye?
The other setting that I run Groiner in, he also dated a priest. I sent that to my girlfriend, who plays the priest for the other setting. She responds with, she has a type. It's like, I didn't mean for... A type is women with mutton chops, you know me.
I mean, whatever.
Full dwarven women.
If it revs your engine,
Hello.
cool.
I've got me water.
I fallen in the water.
We got mauled by crocodiles. It was great.
It's not the most sex that's ever happened in one of our streamed games. I mean, not in the way of like on screen, but like I think in one of our actual settings, we literally had a session where the first thing one of the characters did was like, "I'm gonna go buy 5 whores at the brothel," and it was a bugbear. So he was like, "I need 5 women."
Oh god.
It should be 5.
It was perfect though, because the character, like the concept behind the character, he was a Oath of Conquest paladin who wanted to be. He was a warlord who wanted to unite his people under a single banner. So he was basically like Conan except barbarian, or it's Conan the Barbarian except as a bugbear. So it made sense that he like walked into town immediately. Was like, I need women, many women. And if he wasn't a paladin, he would have got an STD. Well, like I roll every time you go to the brothel. There's a small percentage chance, depending on what quality of wares, quote unquote, you use. And yeah, if he wasn't a paladin who were immune to disease, he would have definitely had one.
Oh god.
It's amazing that Welbert never got anything. It's funny because, like, no matter what I do, whenever I think of, like, whorehouse scenes in any kind of, like, game setting, I always think of Firefly with that scene where Kaylee is like, oh, they have boy whores, how thoughtful.
Wait, what's up?
I love Firefly. Alright, you guys ready to continue?
Yep.
Jumping back to the map.
Let's go.
Bing.
Okay.
This is
What is
definitely the
that?
biggest area you guys have seen so far.
I know. I think that might be a destroyed
Oh
boat
dear, I can see the flag.
in the destroyed boat.
What's that there? I like the look of that.
That's wood.
I'm literally leaning into my screen.
I need to do me 4K monitor check, see if there's anything in that
You
mean.
can also, like, on the right-hand side by the chat box, there's a zoom thing.
You know what, that would have been so much more logical for me to do. No, I think it had to have literally leaning in. What's that over there?
Ah, it's gonna slowly. The boat.
Yeah, bunch of broken up pieces of wood floating on the water. That one, the barrel, which is where that is, the flag is attached to, seems to be floating on top of the water. About half of it sunk. On top of this one large chunk, there is an anchor and like a rusted cannonade barrel, but with no body.
Looks very conspicuous, doesn't it?
Ah.
You know?
I mean, in theory, that cannon can shoot. It will roll all over the place,
I
but
mean, that can shoot.
okay, right. If you lodge it in between the anchor there, I mean, it's gonna
I'm just
keep
gonna have to
it.
go back the other cannon to shoot it. Oh, I'll go find it.
Oh, yes, and it can munch me all the while. Alright, gonna goes to untie the rope from the harpoon that is still probably lodged in the crocodile's body, because that sounds like something these two would just leave. Tie it
Probably.
around the waist, give the other end to Dalafig, and be like, keep me tight. Don't you smirk at that, you pug. And then, lean over to
Alright.
try and, like, grab the flag.
Yep, just go ahead and give me an acrobatics check with advantage to keep balance, because you have a rope attached to you.
Yep. And a friend.
Alright, so you definitely keep your balance. You reach out and pluck the flag off of the thing. And while you're doing that, I need you both to roll me perception check.
Wah.
Okay.
I see all.
Okay.
Oh, boys!
So yeah, you both get on the boat,
I
and you
have
were
high
you like distracted enough that you didn't notice it when it was happening. But after the fact, you see, but you like get on the boat, you turn around, and there's ripples at the back of the boat, like something just went back under the water, and one of the boxes is missing off of the cargo.
Oh no.
There.
And you can
Slowly
kind of
return
see
the
like a
flag.
slipstream of something swimming under the water. And it kind of goes this way at first, and then like that. Can you guys see the arrows?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Let me do it with Watcher, maybe then you can.
Whatever.
Yeah, we can see it now.
Like that. So you can see like the slipstream across the top of the water. something fast
Okay.
swimming underneath the water.
Yeah. Put the flags with the other and be like, "Oh no, you don't!" and quickly grab the oar and tell point to Dalapig and be like, "Tie the rope to the harpoon," as she begins like quickly shimmy it off her.
I'm gonna begin tying the rope up.
Oh wait, that thing's round.
Like it'd be known
It's
as
probably gonna be best to like just row this way and then up. That flag should be on the boat, by the way. Give me that. Give me flag.
Oh yeah. I gotta get that.
Yeah.
1 second. I'll do the flag before I do other stuff.
Wally.
Never too easy. You can never just get a fucking flag, come.
There, flag is now under your control.
Cool. Keep your eyes peeled, Figgy. The moment you see that fucker, throw it.
Okay, so you're readying an action to attack with a harpoon, is what I'm assuming?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so as soon as it thinks you're not able to see it anymore, the thing surfaces on the other side of that rock over there. But I'm assuming
Right.
Dalapig can actually see on the other side of the rock?
Yeah, I can. Oh my god, what is that?
That's a fucking fish, man.
But yeah, like half a humanoid body comes up out of the water holding one of the smaller boxes, kind of turning it over and looking at it and muttering in a language you don't understand.
Oh wait, there might be a diplomatic route. We've just readied an action to fucking fire.
So if you're attacking, go for it.
What do I roll? What do I roll?
For the attack with a harpoon, it would be 1d20 plus 2 plus your strength modifier. If your
Wait,
modifier
okay.
is negative, it's minus your strength modifier.
Yeah, it's a mermaid. I'm pretty sure if Dalapig would have seen like anything half fucking human coming out of the water, he'd be like, "I know
Oh,
about you."
it's not human, it's humanoid.
1d20 plus
close
2,
enough.
yeah.
Plus 2, what's your strength modifier?
My strength mod is 1
Okay, so plus another 1.
plus 1.
That's pretty good, actually. Let's see. That hits.
Hey. What do I roll for damage?
1d8 plus your strength modifier. Six points of damage.
That was really good.
So yeah, you see this creature come up out of the water, kind of inspect the box, and you throw the harpoon and it sticks into its back of its shoulder blade. And it hisses and curses you in a language that, unless one of you speaks Aquan or Abyssal, I don't think you understand
I
it.
think I do. No, I
I
don't
think
think
I
I
do
do.
actually.
Can it
You know-
speak Dwarven?
And it spins around. And now that you get a little bit clearer of a look at it, it's still very murky and dark over there for you to see. And of course it's black and white, so you can't hit colors, but this it literally looks like a humanoid fish person sticking up on the water half of it.
I don't like that. I can see it, and I don't like it.
Should have run away.
Guessing it's initiative time again.
1 second.
How healthy are you?
Yes.
Okay, I'll put an image of kind of what it looks like for you guys in TeamSpeak chat.
Aye, it's ugly. I'm killing it.
It's big, too. So yes, it will be initiative time.
Today on I roll initiative and get low.
Wow.
Not rolled.
I mean, you weren't wrong.
I could not rolled any better. Oh my
Okay.
god!
Wait, I selected the boat.
You selected the boat!
Boat is full.
We'll redo that. Go ahead and reroll. Oh no, I can just put you
Okay.
onto it. One sec.
Oh.
Add turn.
Oh, I selected the boat too. Oh.
Alright.
No, too many sevens.
Nah, it's the right amount.
Alright, let me
Right, as
grab
long
the
as this thing
creator.
also crits, we're fine.
Jesus.
You beat the monster
That's
anyway.
hilarious. Sorry, well I can see the fucker, so... I see him.
Yeah, you see him.
I'm gonna hunt his mark him, and I'm gonna short bow him. You know, string it up. Here we go.
You're murdering the local whale.
Gonna... I want you to. You'll learn that fish. I bet its tail sails for loads.
Do you want me to pull in this fish?
Aye, we're gonna kill him.
Gonna pull in the
A
water.
22 hit by any chance?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
If it didn't, we're fucked.
Yeah.
If the creature rolls initiative and gets a 3, you can bet a 22 probably hits. Unless it has lots of armor.
Aye.
So yeah, let's see. 14, owie.
14
There's your damage rolls for this game.
Holy
Jesus
shit!
Christ.
Never done that much before in a single shot.
Welcome to being a marshal.
Fuck.
Alright. So that's you. It goes now.
Aye.
Get mad. It would normally just pull its own harpoon out, but it's gonna take the one out of its back. And
Ah.
throw it at Delphic.
Ah. Might want to let go of that rope.
I want to keep hold of it in case it misses. We can back in. Have a no-go.
That's true.
It's gonna keep running.
Well, it didn't miss, that's for sure. 11 points of piercing damage.
Oh!
Yeah,
Wait.
That's your health, isn't it?
health?
What's his current health?
Are you down?
You're on your own.
Seeing
Delphic
Alex
down!
pass out.
The harpoon just goes right into his chest and he falls right to the deck. Just poof.
Dwarf down.
You know, looks at me, it's like, no, don't, can't you lose your figgy?
At least if his body had rolled off the ship, he would have been tethered to it.
That's true. If I was proficient enough, I'd throw the harpoon back at him and rip it out of Dalethic's chest for flair, but I'm just gonna shoot it with
This
the
is
short
my-
bow.
This
Alright.
is
Wait,
my
he's not
first.
is he in melee range now? He's not. Right?
No, he's not.
This is
Thank-
my
no, he's 20
first
feet away,
down
thank God. Ah!
the entire campaign.
That hits.
Ah!
Oh, 15 points of damage. You hit him a second time and he's just like, ow! Like, you know, everybody knows that look of like he just kind of stares at its chest with the two arrows protruding out of it in very close, like they're both like right in the center of his chest beside each other. And he just lets go. He had already released the box. He just goes right back underwater. He's like, "Ha, no, fuck this." And he's swimming off. He's like, "No, no, 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 no."
I took that like a champ.
That hurt. You did fucking 29 points of damage in 2 turns?
Jesus Christ. Where have these rolls been the entire game?
Right? So you drove it off. Now the question is, it's Dalethig, so Dalethig has to roll a death save.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
So just literally just click the button.
Yeah.
That's a success.
Hey.
What is it to get success again?
It's anything above a 10 is a success. Anything
Oh,
below
okay.
10 or below is a failure.
I'm doing
Death
another
saves are literally 50-50.
Are we just gonna do all three? Like, all of them now?
Unless Miranda tries to do something to help you.
God no. Yeah.
I'll roll the
That's a fail.
test the rolls.
Okay. She's gonna take her common clothes out of her bag and try and strap him up like a bandit.
While you're trying to bandage him, you remember that he's wearing a bandolier full of healing potions.
Ah, the red one. Groiner remembers someone said Phelan was like red good, green bad, pretty much to Groiner.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
it's 50-50 on if I survive here.
Oh wait, Groiner also has one. Oh my god, she's stupid. It's
Wait, yeah.
something she'd do though. Groiner, Groiner sees the red thingies. Let's pick one up. I'd like to say she has no idea how to use this. She's gonna dump its contents on the wound.
Okay. Go ahead and roll let's see. Healing potions are, I believe, 2d4 plus 4? Or 2d4 plus 2. I believe.
2d4 plus 2.
Also, did you say I have a bandolier of healing potions?
Bandolier, whatever you want to call it. That leg holster thing you had. From the gnome.
Because I forgot that in my inventory. Thank you for reminding
That's
me.
important. So you have 3 remaining potions of healing. You had 4. Yeah, it's 2d4 plus 2.
So after she does that, she's gonna toss the bottle in to the water, like now that it's empty, and replace the missing potion with her potion that she has.
Okay. So you still have 4 potions, Dalafig. Grana has none. And you
Oh,
have
I
7
have
HP.
Yeah, Groiner gave you hers.
Yeah. There we go. And I have 7 HP.
Welcome to the
Lovely.
land of the living.
Yeah, if you get any form of healing while you're downed, it instantly just ups you right there and then.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm up fucking groggy.
So I'm guessing, is the cargo just floating in the water?
The
Or
little
did
box,
bucket
yeah.
make it? Okay.
He literally grabbed like the smallest crate.
Go forwards. Yoink it and take it back.
While she's doing this, and do I still? Yeah, I do. Just that fish just gonna like sit down and start saying a little bit for prayer healing.
Question, Grana. Did you remove the harpoon before you dumped the potion on it?
Oh no. No, she didn't. I didn't say that at the time, so I'm gonna say she didn't out of panic.
You're not fully healed, so it didn't completely heal around it, but you have a half-healed wound with a harpoon stuck in it still. That's not coming out in a nice way.
I'm gonna begin
Okay.
rowing.
No, yeah. I need your help.
Hey, with what?
Grab onto the end
I thought you were just happy to see me.
and pull me up. I ain't ever happy to see you yet.
Alright,
Saved your life.
before you guys continue, also, you both gain 225 more experience
What?
225.
for fighting off the Murrow.
Bro, your XP's the same. Tell me how much I have, please.
1,624.
1,604. Thank you very much. Because Sod putting that into a character.
Ah, that's why I did.
Alright,
That's
so
fine.
for the,
Go.
for pulling that out,
One end.
there are
Yeah.
2 ways to do it. There's the smart way and the strong way.
Brennan doesn't know anything about medicine. Probably
Alright
just
then,
gonna yank
so you're
it.
just gonna yank it out. Strength it is.
Yep.
Oh dear god, it's you with strength.
You can give her help with that, of course, as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my hand on the bottom of it, trying to push it out with her. Oh my god.
That fails, but you take 1d4 points of damage. Ow.
Can we just
As
leave
the
it?
the flesh is clinging to the blade because it healed onto it.
I say we leave it.
We have 4 healing potions left. You are getting this out of me. So
Oh my god. Groiner would take
play.
a dagger. She's gonna begin sawing near the
Okay.
wound so that
This
the blade
time,
can
go
be
ahead and do the
rubbed in.
same thing, but with an intelligence check.
Okay. That is literally no better.
That's also so low.
Alright,
And I'm screaming in agony.
it's not okay. Are you even helping with this? What are you doing?
Cutting into my skin.
I'm not cutting into your skin.
Okay, I'm gonna
I'm
try
sawing off
and
the
help.
handle.
Oh, that's what you're planning
not
to do.
helping the issue. That's not helping the issue. It's still stuck in me.
Yeah, no, but you might stop bitching to get it out.
No, I won't. Then I've got a foreign body stuck in me. You thought this faster out.
No.
Alright, with the intelligence check, you can remove it again.
Okay.
But, of course, in the process, he's
Oh
unconscious.
I'm unconscious again. Okay. Want to grab one of them healing potions?
Bruno would grab a healing potion and splash it on his face.
Yep.
Wake up.
How much I get him back?
Perfect. 7 again!
Here we go again.
But you're now conscious, and you don't have a harpoon sticking out of your chest anymore.
With a fucking comic relief that I can't stand it.
But you do have a rather nasty looking wound, still.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the back of the boat, sit down, and start my little prayer of healing while she does this.
You're just gonna get mutton chops.
I'm doing my prayer of healing.
Hello.
I'm praying. I don't give a shit right now.
Ooh, there's blood on there.
You
Yeah,
can
so-
actually see from here that, that piece of wood seems to have the remains of several fish gutted up on top of it.
Gross.
You also get 8 back row
Oh shit, cool.
prayer of healing.
Amen. At 22. Cool.
Awesome.
Oh, give me a second, me talking just disappeared.
Oh,
That
you
was
know
me
what?
helping.
That glitch is still there. Okay, good to know.
Dude, it's been there since like the first campaign where I complained, where I said
I've
"Oh, this
never
exists."
seen that glitch, and I've been using Roll20 forever.
I have a habit of figuring out how to break things.
Yeah.
Do you not remember my wall adventures? Please let me select all of them. Oh my. Bruh.
All while you're doing
Tokyo
this,
drifting down.
all while you're doing this, I'm just sitting at this back of this boat, fucking praying.
So yeah, you've got your 3 flags.
Yeah.
Go back to that cannon. Remember the way. Please tell me you
Aye.
remember the way.
Also, it's right and then down.
Another 10 bits for breaking things. Thanks, Flint.
Woo. Should break things more often.
Jesus.
We're gonna roll this strength check again, are we?
If we manage to sink them now.
Yeah, sailing time! Just squeeze through there. If you manage to somehow sink the boat at the last second there, that would be hilarious.
Literally just begin wading through the water with all the shit.
Just
Like, we have
crocodile
it.
infested
Fuck you.
water.
Not that far. Alright. Water vehicles with strength by any chance?
Yep.
Not strength. Yeah, strength.
Is it just Brian you're rolling this? I'm still praying at the back of the boat.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's been long enough yet.
Okay, you make it through, but the boat does scrape on the rock this time a bit and take some damage, but at this point it's not enough to get anywhere near doing it, sinking the boat.
Grona hears the scrape and literally, like, her expression doesn't even change. She's just like, whatever.
I don't care anymore.
That if he just keeps praying. Doesn't
Okay.
miss a beat.
Boat park.
Alright,
They're gonna be like, we taught you all this sailing shit and you rowed the entire time. And it's like, aye.
And he's almost dead.
Okay.
almost is still alive.
Uh,
Close on your council choosing hand
Okay.
grenades.
flagpole is
Yeah, they're not literally there.
Fine.
They're just by the cannon here. There's just 3 spots to put the flag.
okay. Well, there you go. Hanging them up.
Right, so you hang up the flags. Now you've got all the fixins here to fire the cannon. So you've got a ramrod, some cannonballs, powder, everything, and there's also a chest here.
Gruna would quickly get on the boat. Move it a little bit. And so the cannon looks at the boat and goes, "Hey, hey now." Like that. Okay.
Right. Now, you know how to fire the cannon without the ball as well, just for like signal firing.
Oh.
But it's smart to move the boat out of the way of the cannon no matter what, because if you fire a cannon with even a signal fire at a boat with a sail, where's that boat going?
Into the wall.
Away.
It's going away because of the
Yeah, but like I said, there's also that chest next to it, a large wooden chest here.
Aye. Gruna would look at her mission, quote unquote, and the chest, and just straight for the chest.
Yep.
Open it up. What's inside?
Inside the boat are a pair
He's a
of...
mimic.
Firstly, it's got a whole like pile of stuff, but the top thing is there's like a layer of cloth, and on top of the cloth are 2 sets of the necklaces with like little silver anchors on them.
I'll put it on.
Yeah, silver anchor necklace for each of you. Underneath that is just a nicely and freshly tailored sailor's uniform. That's not like a uniform, but like just a generic merchant sailor type outfit. But nice and clean and freshly made, and both tailored. Don't know when they took your measurements, but they did.
I know when she took my measurements.
Fair.
Ah.
And then the last thing under that is actually 2 more things. One is what seems to be kind of like a bracelet, is the best way to put it. It's like a length of hemp rope, but nice hemp rope, and a small like metal anchor attached to it. Here, one sec. It's actually easier if I just show it to you guys.
Huh.
I guess I should probably also show it to the stream. So let's have Watcher be able to see it. So yeah, there's this bracelet thing that looks like a length of like nice rope and anchor. And a bottle, like a round, it's not like a small potion bottle, it's a round like bottle, but it's perfectly round with a small little nozzle coming up off of it, containing a greenish blue fluid that seems to kind of slosh around on its own inside the bottle.
Gruna would hold up the potion to Dalafig and be like, "If I take the bracelet, you can have this. I'm pretty sure you'll know more to do with it, and you have a missing slot now in your little thingy down there."
Oh yeah, right, fair enough. Are you sure? I guess I'll take whatever the hell that is.
And I will take this pretty little bracelet. Look, it fits me perfectly. Speaking of fitting perfectly, I'm pretty sure these clothes fit us perfectly. Look. I know when she took my measurements, but when was she taking yours?
I passed out drunk.
That's kind of weird.
You slept with a
Alright.
priest.
So Dalafig, do you try to like identify the potion at all? I don't know if you had the skills for it.
I don't have the skills for it at all.
Alright, do you do
You want
anything
me to
else with the
sniff it?
potion then? Open it, sniff it, like, try to look at it at all?
I'll open and sniff it.
Alright, you open the
Already
potion
walked.
bottle. And the liquid
Oh.
inside immediately leaps from the bottle onto your face and starts trying to eat your face.
Gordon's gonna try and help pull it off. It's a gelatinous ooze, isn't it? It's fucking ooze in a bowl. Gordon's gonna try and pull it off.
See,
Question
okay,
mark?
go ahead and just make me a strength check to, like, claw it off of it.
Oh
Why?
my.
I didn't set out for Dalabig to be comic relief, but this is where we're at.
It is. It really be like that sometimes.
Alright, you managed to pull it off, but Dalafig, you do take 1 point of acid damage as it, like, your face is a bit red now where it clung to it and started dissolving your face.
I want to get out of here.
You pull it off of his face and you're kind of holding it in your hands, and it doesn't seem to really be affecting your hands, and it stops kind of struggling when you do. You're just holding this pile of goo in your hands, and then it just kind of like a little bubble comes up out of it as if it just burped.
Groina would smile at it and lift it up to Dalafig. Kind of
Put
be
it
like,
back in the bottle.
I'm calling him Sly.
You can call him what he wants, just keep him in the bottle.
How about Goopy? Goopy! I'm calling him Goopy.
don't
Guppy,
give-
like fish.
Put it in the
Calling him Guppy, and
Put
she's
it in
gonna
the bottle.
put him inside the bottle.
Give me my anchor amulet as
So yeah,
well.
out of character, if that isn't any of an indicator that that is your magic item and not Dalafig's, because it tries to kill him.
Do you want to trade?
No,
You seem to like me.
I don't want anything you have.
No, take me bracelet. Come on.
I don't trust
It'll
it.
look pretty on you.
The last thing you gave me tried to kill me.
As Groina goes to shove the slime back in, she attempts to snatch the bottle.
Oh, the bottle, once you get it to the bottle, it slides right back into the bottle.
See? Likes me. Goopy.
Everything down here wants Dolby.
So yeah, these are both magical items. You will have to attune to them during a rest to be able to make full use of them. But, for the sake of showing it off, let me redo that with Watcher. There we go. Goopy, the blade in a bottle.
I love him.
Could be the blade bow.
To taking Goopy. She would slide.
Fire that.
She would slide the bracelet onto his wrist.
Don't put that on me.
It's fine. It's no killed me.
Everything wants to kill me.
That was perfect, though. Here, you can have this. Ah! It burned!
Okay, I will have that. Oh.
Your little slime buddy.
Okay.
So, like, the only thing to say about that is wizards. No sense of right or wrong.
Okay. Taking the cannibal, the pokey stick.
You don't need to put
Let's-
the cannonball in it. Don't fire a cannonball down here.
fuck's
Just fire
sake.
the gunpowder.
No,
For God's
because that
sake.
fucking merfolk might be down there, and it could you imagine if he hit? Come on now.
And you could also hit the wall
That's fine.
and permanently damage the structure of this maze.
That's okay.
I worry less about the damage and more about the bounce.
That too.
That's okay.
No, it's
She
not.
go to the
If this
cannibal.
comes back and hits, I swear I am drowning you.
Load the cannibal in.
Alright,
Pokey.
you guys take the time to load the cannon.
Aye.
And fire.
Aye.
Yeah, so you fire, both of you roll con saves.
Consies. Beautiful.
You're in a very enclosed
Wait, my
space and you just
thing's
fired a
going.
very loud weapon. Alright, neither of you were deafened,
Cool.
but you do have a ringing in your ears, that's for sure.
We've got tinnitus. Fantastic.
What'd you say?
Very well.
And then there's a loud
Bloody
grinding sound as the wall beside you, Dalifig, slides open.
Oh my. Out
And there's a
here.
door there, and the door pops open and they're like, oh, come on through.
Going out there.
Oh, oh, going on
was-
through.
Why do I feel like I did a shot and this was your trial and yet I had a harpoon shot through me? Guest.
I think I did
I
swimmingly.
almost got. I had to swim. I almost got drowned. Talk to me about swimmingly. Knocked out twice. Once by you.
I got
Alright.
gooped in a ball.
So yeah, you get
Just
back out on the other
kick out
side
the
and
heart
they're
before
there
break.
waiting for you. And they, like, there's a little bit of a cheer from some of the others that have already passed the test and stuff, and they're like, congratulations.
Big just sighing, just constant.
Now let's get you patched up, they say, and they kind of like lead you back to the base place. And then once you guys have a long rest in you and take some time to heal, they send you off on your way again.
That was a rough time.
I quite like that. That was fun.
Boat maze! Like, I was legit like, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the side quest thing. I just know that it's gonna be boat stuff, and I'm like, you know what? I'll just do a little labyrinth in the sewers with a boat. They have to like keep the boat safe from monsters and shit. The Murrow is just like, I'm gonna yank your shit.
This mine.
It's mine now. And you're like, nah, arrows. And he's like, hey, I don't like that. Bye.
After he incapacitated his tiny dwarf.
There was one room that you guys actually didn't go to in there, up past where you fought the Murrow.
Oh.
And all that was in it was literally just like a small area where like there was a wooden, like, not a floor, but like a floor on top of the water just floating. And a chest was on top of it, just by itself, with a whole shitload of blood. And I was like, I put it there
That's
going,
what I want.
they're gonna think it's a mimic.
Listen, the last time I
And it was literally just,
straight for
the
it
chest
and
was
got
full of
knocked
like
out.
body parts and fish and stuff that the Murrow was storing for food. So it was just a chest that was so packed full of dead stuff that blood was leaking out of the bottom of it.
I don't like that.
Gotta spook him. Yeah, Flint, exactly. Gotta spook him, make him think everything's a mimic. Everyone is always afraid of the doorknob mimic.
I am now making my slime dagger, short sword, and scimitar attack rolls.
Yep.
Because this fucker can turn into a dagger, short sword, and scimitar. Or face hugger, apparently.
Well, I mean,
God,
only
like-
only if somebody stupid opens it. And by that I mean alive.
I was told to open it.
Oh, Grona's
So yeah, again,
feeling openness.
this is like we're still. It's very much obvious at this point, but we're still gonna leave it ambiguous. But yeah, why doesn't that thing attack Grona, the human? Ha ha ha.
I'm
The
not
actual
special.
human who somehow can't get drunk, and has drank literal poisonous potions, and is fine. Totally human.
The tiny human woman who can outdrink 3 dwarves.
Exactly.
And stand in noxious gas and be completely fine.
Okay, since we're pretty much done with the portion of the game that is just their stuff, so for reference, the items that I gave, the Akari Lina is the name of that bracelet. When he's wearing it, he can no longer be pushed by non-magical means, so things that push or pull him don't work if they're not magical, and he has advantage on ability checks and saving throws against being knocked prone. And if he is pushed by something that is magical, the distance is reduced by 10 feet to minimum of 0. So it literally anchors you.
I can't be bothered.
Also, once per day, it can summon 100 feet of rope.
Because what we need was more rope.
You never know when you need rope. As for Rose
Oh,
Jelly,
binary.
her jelly is a blade in a bottle. It can be when she summons it out of the bottle, it can take the form of a dagger, a scimitar, or a short sword, and it does acid damage instead of normal damage. It's also just a magical weapon, so that's a big thing.
Yes.
Exactly, the last rope you'll ever buy. No need to ever buy rope again.
I actually don't have hemp and rope anymore now, after that.
I do.
I didn't. Corona would have taken. She has silk. Silk rope.
Yeah, we both have silk rope.
Now, when you summon that rope, though, it isn't permanent. It will go away.
Oh,
It's
God,
magic rope.
makes 100 foot of rope and sells it every day.
I don't even... What did your mask do? Oh yeah, your mask, for Silva, her mask prevents any spell or effect that reads her emotions. Gives her the deception skill, even if she normally didn't have it proficient. And it allows her to cast either disguise self and alter self once each. For free.
That's cool.
I'm literally
Sarah got
a
a ornament, which will be very important, starting next week. It can cast either, it's not both, blur or mirror image. And it comes back every time they complete a rest, so they can just cast mirror or blur once per rest. And it allows them to telepathically communicate with up to 10 creatures they can see.
Oh,
That's the big thing.
Session. It's about to be a real fun session.
And Navik has a staff that lets him perform help actions at range and makes beasts of his choice within 20 feet of him immune to being frightened. So when he summons stuff, he can make it immune to frightened. And Anger doesn't have a magic item yet because I haven't decided what to give him. Because I had 2 extra weeks to do it for Anger. But yeah, that was your stuff, I think. Is everybody still here? I don't even know. They're all muted, but yeah.
Ah, they ain't here.
Max and chat. But I guess, I think that's pretty much everything we had for today. Next week we'll start up with everybody coming back after the 2-week break to come kind of get back as a group and go, hey, what's been going on? And shit. And then go talk to Big Willie.
Oh, and Grona can go, hey, do you want to open this?
To everyone she meets. Do you want to open this?
So yeah, Verdon, next week we'll need you for Big Willie. I mean, I should have reported that. Next week, Verdon will need your Big Willie. There we go. And you guys can all share your most important information from your sessions with each other in character, like Grona banged a dwarf. End of story.
The first. Yep.
That is the only.
What was your trial? I banged the dwarf.
I imagine you just saying that and like Phelan being, well, that is quite the trial. These are trying times. It's like, you ass.
Orphan priest.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so I guess in that case we're gonna go ahead and start wrapping up. So it's just the two of you, so you guys can do your quick little who are you outros. It's just Ro.
Oh, I am Ro. I am a Twitch streamer, DVR. I have been sick though, but I'm starting up consistently next week because I'm all healed and better. And that's me.
I'm luckily or at Macaulay covers on Twitter. I sometimes do music, and most of the time just mod Rose chat.
And I'm Axel, as you all know. I do DMing and stuff here, and stream once or twice a week. I I'm only going to be doing Fate Fridays from now on weeks when events are going on in the game because, well, the last few sessions of it have been awful. For lack of like, there just hasn't been anything in the game to do, and the stuff that is there to do is not fun and to watch or play, so not going to do it on stream anymore unless there's something interesting going on. So I'm going to start looking for something else to do on Fridays because I have a bunch of games that I want to play on stream, and I can't actually do so. So, hey. And yeah, Skaven Day is tomorrow, so Verdon will be doing that. And then we stream on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and I'll be figuring something out for Friday. Thanks to everyone that came out in chat. Thanks to Flint for all the bits. Sarah, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Verdon. Now we can spam Torch Coon. It's so nice to actually have an emote finally. It's not what I want to get I actually want to commission an emote eventually, but I figured it was better to have something in the place until I do. And honestly, it's cute. I'm probably actually going to go in and edit it a little bit and make the mouth a little bit bigger, because right now it just doesn't have quite the glee that I wanted it to. In Twitch chat, at least. But anyways, yeah, thanks to everyone who came out. It was a lot of fun. Boat school happened. So I hope you guys will be back to join us again next week. There will not be a Streets of Scáthbhaile blog post tonight. I just didn't have time to prepare anything for this week. But it should be back to normal the week after. I did post one last week that has all of the information for everybody's subclasses in there with links to them all, which includes the first time I've linked on my blog the link to the beta version of the Martial Ranger that Corona is playing, as well as her subclass.
Salty dog.
Yes, the salty dog.
Salty.
Nice.
So yeah, I think we'll get on here. It's a little, we are at 9, so that took longer than I expected for one group, but honestly, that was a lot of fun.
With the comic relief, everything takes twice as long.
That's not a bad thing, honestly. Like, legit, that's why I love Ashwell so much, because when I do Ashwell settings, I try to get, or campaign sessions, I try to get 2 veteran players and 1 or 2 new players each session out of the 4 players that play. Because then, it's not so much that they can pick up the slack, but they can try to help the newer players get into it more. And as a DM, I'm very bad at, I'm not a DM that likes to put in DM PCs and NPCs that are very, talkative. I like the players to carry the session more.
Yeah.
So, in Ashwell, it works out great, because the players are just a bunch of crazy assholes. The characters are just crazy idiots that do stupid shit and steal from each other and are just kind of dicks, and it works. That's what makes it fun. It's a good outlet for that kind of playstyle, because you shouldn't play that kind of character in most games. But Ashwell's not a full-on campaign where you're going to come back every week and play with the same people. It might be a completely different group of people every single session. So it makes it a lot of fun that you just get these random menageries of characters, and it's like, why are we working together? Money. Literally money. Do you need any other reason? You're not adventurers, you're mercenaries. There's a big-ass dungeon over there, full of loot. Go get some of it. It's that simple.
Say no more.
But, yeah, next week. More of this with the whole party back. Anger's finally back from AX next week. He's probably back from AX tomorrow or something, but he wouldn't be here for tonight. I knew that. And we'll be trying to cross that bridge after we have a chat with Big Willie. So I hope to see you all there. So yeah. Until next time, guys, keep your torches lit, delve deep, and keep rolling.